Boom. Oh my God. Oh my God, Becky. Look at her butt. It's so big. I bet she's one of those rap guys' girlfriends. Anywho, let's get this party started. Hey, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Tuesday afternoon, guys. Happy, all right. I said I'd be popping up randomly. I was going to go on my backup, but I don't like taking chances. All right. So with that being said, y'all, hi, thank you so much for being here because you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me and I appreciate you. So with that being said, let's make sure that we are doing all of the good things, guys, all of the good things. Let's make sure that we are tapping that screen. We are sharing the live. Also, if you are over on the tube, hi tubers, and if you're over on the Twitch, hi Twitchers. All right, let's make sure we're keeping that chat going. We're sharing the stream. We're following, subscribing, doing all of the good things, guys, all of the good things. And if you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. And the best way to support over the tube is a super chat. With that being said, thank you all so very much because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. All right, now it's time that I talk to the deplorables in the chat. I shouldn't treat these people that way. Now it's time I talk to the Trump supporters in the chat. Trump supporters, all right, get in the box, request up, let's have a conversation. All right, let's talk about all of the fun things that your president is doing. All right, of course, the main thing is Iran. I mean, come on, what are we doing? What's happening, guys? Make it make sense. Also, try to stick to geopolitics and recognize that this is not about religion. I'm pretty sure that you all can have a conversation. So with that being said, try to stick to geopolitics, all right? With that being said, Trump supporters request up. You are the demographic of people I like to have a conversation with. What does Hector say? I can't remember it. I dig it. I messed it up. Anywho, request up. Let's talk. All right, let's see. Yeah, there's no way that the music level blows out your earbuds. That means you need to turn your phone down. There's no way, because that volume is literally on 22. It doesn't do that. Turn your phone down. Okay, anywho, guys, request up. Let's go ahead and get this party started. First things first is, let's bring up the backup. All right, keep tapping the screen. And sharing the live. Repost, repost, repost. Hey, Ashby. All right. Hi, Jackson. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
20.
All right. Okay. So why are you still supporting Trump? Give us your main reason.
The main reason is he addresses things seriously when circumstances like war come along.
I'm sorry. Is your phone rubbing and get something?
It was like laying down. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah. Okay. What were you saying?
He addresses war like in situations when people are violently like making threats. And like, you know how in Venezuela. Can I eat?
No. You don't eat on the phone with people. Come on.
Yes, I do, bruh.
No, you don't, bruh.
Yeah.
You don't over here, bruh.
I can't. Okay, fuck you, nigger.
Yeah, fuck you too, bitch. The fuck? Bye. The fuck? What are we doing here? All right? All right? I'm thinking that one of your parents should have figured out how to flush. Like, what are we doing? Anywho, moving on. So, guys, today, Kristi Noem spoke to DHS, like the House Oversight Committee or something. I don't know. I'm about to figure it out for y'all. And we're going to pull it up and we can listen to it. Because why not? Why not? I want to see what lies she told. But yeah, Kristi Noem spoke about the She is still speaking, yeah. But she spoke about Alex Preddy and Renee Good's murders. And so we can take a listen there.
Who would be the next leader?
Oh, that was that one. That was something else that was playing. Oh, by the way, did you all hear that Donald Trump pretty much said that the reason why he took out the Ayatollah Khomeini, how do you pronounce his name, guys? Can someone do it phonetically for me in the chat? Please. Khomeini. I don't want to mispronounce it. All right, yeah, I'm not going with that one. That don't seem right. I'm so sorry, love. That don't seem right. My bad. I'm sorry. Ah, Khomeini. That sounds like the first one. That was the first Ayatollah in 79. There's that one. Khomeini. All right, I think we're gonna have to go to the news and figure it out. Yeah, let's see here. It's so many Trump supporters It's so many Trump supporters in the comments, like just yapping away, but nobody wants to come up. No, he's been in since like what? I'm almost 60, so he's been in for 37, 38 years. So a little bit after 86. So there's that. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're not following the backup account, the purple one here, make sure that you do tap the purple one's face, hit the follow button, and then also if you look in the top left-hand corner of your screen, all right, if you're not following the main page, make sure you're following me, and also send your daily heartbeat. Gives you access to some cool stickers. Right, I made the stickers too, by the way. Right, a lot of time and effort. Hi, Geronimo. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, someone just turned my comments off, which is kind of weird, but whatever.
Okay, and for TikTok purposes,
yeah, we spoke before. 25. You were in the middle of comparing Iran to the USA, and you said Iran was equally as bad as the USA last time. You said, when is there going to be regime change with Trump? That was the last we spoke.
Oh yeah, when there's going to be a regime change with the USA? Yeah, because there's people here who don't like the US. Who's people here who don't know? We want it sooner though. Because
that's not how it works here. We're a democracy.
Why do you think that Donald Trump is justified for striking Iran?
Because for a few reasons. First off, Iran is committing horrible, literally a gen on their own people. They've unalived 60,000 of their own people in the most brutal way.
They unalived 60,000. Okay, go ahead.
What do you think it is? What do you think the total is?
Go ahead. They haven't confirmed.
No, what do you think the total is? So we're on board. What do you think the total is?
Say about 30,000, but yeah, they haven't.
Okay, let's rock with 30,000. Is 30,000 a lot of people?
Why are you so fucking manic, bro? Like,
is
chill out, dude.
30,000? I'm speaking normal tone. Is 30,000 a lot of people?
Hey, it's okay.
I'm chilled out.
Hey, no,
stop with the red herrings. We have a conversation. I'm super calm.
Are you sure?
I'm very calm.
Are you sure?
Yes. Can I continue, please?
You need to calm down.
Yes. Perfect.
Right, you came a little bit hot.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay?
So like I was saying, is 30,000 a lot of people? I'm calm. Is 30,000 a lot?
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Mm-hmm.
Of unaliving your own people for protesting. Is that wrong?
Unaliving your own people for protesting?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to go down that route?
Is that wrong to unalive 30,000 people?
You want to go down that route, though?
Can I finish?
I think so. I think any leader who unalives his own people for expressing what should be considered.
If you're attempting to compare Alex Preddy and Renee Good,
I'm so sorry. It's
what they do there.
It's so crazy how like you ask me a question and I'm answering the question and you just keep talking.
You didn't answer it.
I don't think you're okay.
You're very disingenuous.
I don't think you're okay.
If a woman
might just be a bit emotional.
Can we just have a conversation without you insulting me?
No, I can't. I'm sorry. No,
you're not smart enough to, right? I know.
You can say that all you want to.
You finish.
You're sitting here saying that the Ayatollah unaliving Iranians, his citizens, is wrong and that he deserved to be killed, as if someone is defending this person's actions, which isn't happening. All right, I'm not pro Ayatollah.
You're not?
No, I'm not. I'm not pro Ayatollah. I just don't think that it was the U.S.'s responsibility or their right to go in to a sovereign nation.
Oh, it's sovereign.
And kill a person. I don't believe that was something that they should have done. I think that we should have minded our own business, especially since Donald Trump said that he didn't want to be the world's police. So there's that.
So can I ask you a question?
I'm not finished. So with that being said, if you think that it's wrong for Iran, the Ayatollah, all right, to unalive citizens, then why do you not think that is wrong for Donald Trump to use ICE as a paramilitary force that goes around killing American citizens for protesting?
Did you seriously? First off, I know you're trying to jump ship here before
no,
you made a different claim. You made a different claim. You talked about the United States. So the United States, we've been attacked by Iran since 1979, since the Shah took over. They've unalived nearly 1,000 U.S. troops. And you said it wasn't the world police. So I want to ask you, when we helped out the Jews during the Holocaust, were we allowed to do that?
That's not what I said. See, this is the thing.
What you're
doing is
just tell me what you said.
You're so emotional that
I'm
you're
not emotional. You're trying to go with a red herring fallacy
said.
by talking about my emotions instead of my actual
your
argument.
Emotions
I'm
are
speaking
really
clearly,
out of
and
whack.
you just can't handle it.
Your emotions are really out of whack. You need to calm down because I hear you.
You're doing a red herring fallacy. I'm speaking the same way you are. Just give me your answer.
Observation.
You don't have an answer, so you try to talk about my emotions.
Listening to
just
me.
Give me an answer.
So what I said is that Donald Trump said that he didn't want to be the world's police. I never said we weren't the world's police. I said Donald Trump said that. We've been attacked by Iran. Did we not also attack Iran? And do you not think that in 1979, so nothing happened between the U.S. and Iran prior to 1979?
Then when the new regime came in, they held
funny to me is that you literally started this off with the regime change, and then you made the claim that the Ayatollah was killing protesters, which I don't agree with. All right, but
you don't
I think
it's
crazy how you don't want to talk about the fact
you
that Donald Trump is using.
You admitted it was 30,000. How many has Trump unalived? How many has Trump unalived? We have 30,000 the last month. How many has Trump unalived?
I'm so sorry. Is one not enough?
One who tried to murder an officer is more than enough. Yes.
One is not enough.
Yes, two who tried to murder officers is not the same as 30,000.
Yeah, they didn't try to murder officers.
Really? So you're comparing that?
You can't argue here.
So you're comparing that to Iran.
Renee Good tried to murder an officer.
I'll wait for you to just go on your nonsense.
You can't argue that Alex Preddy tried to murder an officer. You're wrong, Geronimo. Is this Torta?
So Iran unalived a lady?
Wait,
so I want to make sure we're on the same page here.
Shush.
Can we make sure we're on the same page or no?
Hey,
no,
Hector,
you don't want to. Now you're muting me?
This isn't Torta.
This isn't him?
No.
Now you're changing the subject. You can't debate it.
I know his voice uniquely. He's not as egregious. Hey, Geronimo, whatever.
So you can't now you're trying to bring someone else in and just cut me off.
No,
is that it? Is that what we're doing? Because you're not letting me speak at all. So you're afraid, or what's the deal? What's the deal? I'm trying to speak, and you're trying to do another red herring. You're trying to get me off course of what I was saying.
I'm only here for one thing.
You're here to distract me from what I'm saying and interrupt me, and you're doing a great job of that.
Geronimo, I'm only here for one
Comments
thing.
even agree with you. All you're doing is cutting me off. You're not letting me speak.
Geronimo, I'm only here for one thing, and I'm going to get up out of here because I have shit to do. Simple question. You keep saying
I'll just wait
red herring. Thank you. What the fuck is a red herring?
It's going so poorly for you that not only do you have to mute me, mute my camera, you have to mute my microphone.
No, it's because you don't. I didn't even know you tried.
And you're cutting me off still.
This
you won't even let me talk. It's going so poorly for you.
Buddy, this isn't your place to flirt.
You're muting me still.
I need you to answer. Oh, so he lied. I need you to answer my question. Because if we're going to move on in the conversation, you know how you want to move on the conversation? You know how you did.
Just ask your question, dude. I don't need to be lectured by you.
I literally asked it.
You guys do a lot of lecturing.
Again?
Just ask me your question.
Oh, that's crazy because you don't listen. I have to keep repeating
myself. Just ask your question.
What is a red herring?
A red herring is when you intentionally try to throw me off by discussing something else not nearly important to what we're discussing. Just such as an example is discussing my
red herring's key definition. The definition or a key point in a red herring would be irrelevant information.
That's literally what I said. My tone is not relevant to my argument.
Literally not. No one talked about your tone. Who the fuck is talking about your tone?
She was. She said I was raising my voice. My tone is not central to my argument.
That wasn't a part of the argument. She was never using her tone to
validate your argument. She literally was saying that I'm in my feelings when I'm yelling. That's literally what she's saying.
Let's do this again. It's when you try to bring up irrelevant information into a conversation, right? So if you're arguing that a country using its own forces to kill its citizens is irrelevant information, then you don't understand what a red herring is, and you wrongfully applied it.
That's not how I applied it. Absolutely not. I applied it to her
in regards to you have an issue with what the Ayatollah did but then you don't want to have a conversation
I said it was
about
a red
the
herring because she was commenting on me talking
between
too fast.
Donald Trump weaponizing ICE to kill American citizens.
How many American citizens has he killed? Give me the examples of them.
We have 2.
So two. So two.
Injuries.
Let me stop you for one second because you just answered. So you
two.
have 2, both who had felonies, who attempted to unalive officers. You're comparing it to 30,000.
I'm sorry. What felony?
Unalive for having her hair showing.
What felony?
You really felt the need.
What
to
felony?
A girl whose hair was showing.
What felony?
In Iran, they unalived a girl who violated hijab law because her hair was showing.
What
you have
felony?
The nerve to compare that to someone who tried to run over an officer. You're disgusting. They unalive girls for doing TikTok dances.
Did you know
they
that
unalive people for showing up at a...
Did you know that their parliament has laws against that?
Bro.
You're
you gotta calm down.
You need to chill.
You're
gross.
Good grief.
Goodness gracious.
For quite literally showing their hair.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Can you go like have a drink and like
fragility for because I'm a human?
You're like,
did you know that black men were still being lynched in 2026, Erica? Did you know that?
What did you say, Hector? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. He kept crying. What? Huh?
Got you. Did you know that the U.S. allows lynching?
Yes. I did know that.
That's crazy. It's crazy that the U.S. allows lynching. So if we're going to talk about another country and what happens to their citizens despite them having laws against that, and Iran prosecutes those individuals, by the way, just in case you didn't know, this is a new talking point that they do where they do this to women for showing their hair. They have laws against that. Fun fact. Just like we have laws against things that people still do. So nice try. I want to go back to the fact that you don't know what a red herring is because you just wrongfully applied it to what Erica's point was. She was simply showing a lack of consistency in your logic to where you go hundreds of thousands of miles away to Iran to complain about what their military force is doing to citizens, but you're unaffected by what happens here. And it's backed by the President of the United States. That's it.
I literally could have got that out, but every single time I tried to talk, you just kept like talking over me. I don't know why you kept doing that. All right, you're going to say that's a red herring. All right, but I think it is relevant to the argument because how are we supposed to have the argument if you keep talking while I'm talking? So if we can continue on as we are right now, where if I'm speaking, you're quiet, and when you're speaking, I'm quiet, then by all means, we can continue this discourse. Are you able to do that?
I'm out.
Right,
yeah, so like I said, you're comparing, just so I understand this, you're comparing Alex Preddy and Renee Good, right? Who in both cases, right? Can I finish before you cut me off like you just said?
Go ahead. What do you mean?
Both cases, Renee Good literally drove in a car and tried to unalive an officer. The second guy kicked a car, and that was a bad shooting. So you have one bad shooting with someone who's committing a felony, which I could acknowledge that one of them was a bad shooting when a gun went off, and it was a horrible tragedy. You have the audacity to compare that to unaliving a child because her hair was showing, unaliving 30,000 people by your own accord, 30,000 souls in 1 month for protesting, forcing literally have it here, waterboarding, electric shock, S violence, mock executions, extracted confessions. They do horrifically disgusting things to journalists, to anyone who speaks out against this. They turn the Wi-Fi off there. You have the absolute audacity to compare that to. It's sick. You're sick. If you went to Iran in one day, they would turn you into a fucking piñata. So that the nerve to compare that to the United States, because there were 2 cases and one of them was...
Okay, shut the fuck up.
It was unjust. Hey, you're disgusting.
Shut the fuck up.
You're disgusting.
Right, so is your mother for having you. But
and
here
an
we
idiot.
are. Here we are. So, anywho, with that being said, all right, in response to that, there's actually been more. We also have Rudy Ray Martinez, who was unalived in March of 2025 by immigration officers. So we have him. We also have Dr. Linda out there in
let's go name by name.
Atlanta.
Let's look it up.
So have that.
Let's look it up. Let's go through the case.
We also have the number.
Let's go through the case.
Right,
Stop steamrolling.
Almost
let's go through Rudy. Let's go one.
Unalived.
Let's go one by one.
I need you to be quiet.
Let's go one by one. Let's go one by one.
It's so soon.
Let's go one by one.
Hey,
named
guys,
5 people.
No, we haven't done in a
Let's
while.
go one by one. You're afraid.
Hey, chat. I have a quick.
Can we go through Rudy first?
Do you want to do a drop pool?
Tell me about Rudy.
Or do you want
Tell me
to
about
do
Rudy.
A permaban?
Speak
Chat,
about Rudy.
Drop a 1 for a drop.
Rudy, let's hear about Rudy.
For a permaban.
Let's hear about Rudy. I don't want you to steamroll.
You don't know what
Rudy
steamrolling
first.
is either. You don't know what steamrolling is either. So there's
about
that.
Rudy. Steamrolling is when you keep
2?
going with points and we have to accept them as reality.
So we're gonna do 2.
So we have 30,000 and now let's go over Rudy. 30,000 in 1 month.
Here we go.
comparing that to Rudy. Let's go through Rudy's case.
See, it's not about the quantity. What it is
what is it? It's not about the quantity
anyways. And your thing is that you think that someone is defending the Ayatollah, but I'm not defending him.
You are. You're saying it's the same.
No, it's not the same.
What's worse, America or Ayatollah?
It's no what's worse.
What's worse, this or America or
both
Iran?
Are bad. That's what you need to understand. And what it is that
are you seriously kidding?
You're defending.
You have 30K in 1 month off of dressing the wrong way.
So that's what you're doing.
3 examples over a year.
Understand that.
2 of which are justified.
So, chat.
Do you realize how insane that sounds? You're comparing 30K in 1 month to 2 examples.
All right, 100.
30K to 2. Do you realize the percent?
There we go. You got it.
Do you realize how stupid you sound?
All right. Hey.
30,000 to 2.
I'm talking to the chat.
To
really
2.
Quickly. All right. You keep saying 2, yet we already know that it isn't 2. So I need you to shushies. Okay. Thank you very much. Behave yourself. Okay. Soon enough, you'll be able to collect your animal crackers and.
We go over the Rudy case.
And what else is it?
Can we go over the Rudy case?
Once you leave here.
Can we go over the Rudy case? Why? You're afraid? You're afraid.
Right here. There we go.
Iran is 2,998 times more likely to unalive someone than America. It's disgusting. It's 29,000. There's 30,000 casualties in 1 month. And you have the audacity to compare that to 2.
There we go.
It's completely insane and disgusting.
Okay, guys. All right.
You could,
so to the
journalist, they would unalive you there.
That are
it's
listening
gross.
Between the TikTok, the Twitch,
dumb.
and the Tube. All right.
You're too idiotic.
0 out of 100. Okay. All right. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. Let's get these likes up to 100,000 likes. Why are we only at 18,000? What are we doing? All right. So let's tap the screen, guys. Continue to share and repost the live. Also, let's make sure we're locking out the slow motions. And that's the gift goal, guys. That's the gift goal. And also, if you'd like to support me, support the stream. The links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9 at gmail.com. All right. And if you're on the Tube, you can send a super chat. Okay. Thank you all so very much because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. All right. Thank you. Keep being awesome, guys. Okay. So anywho, you said quite a lot of things here. Thus far today, and what you said was that Iran
so now
has
you're going to rehash my argument. It's going to straw man.
Not rehashing your argument. That's not a straw man.
You're literally doing that. You're literally doing that instead of answering what I've asked you.
I'm trying to address the things that you said. It's just
that's
you
rehashing.
Okay, shut the fuck
instead
up.
of answering.
Okay, so first things first. All right, is you're inconsistent in what it is that you actually care about. Because if you did care about women and girls, all right, then you would not be in support of Donald Trump. Yet here you are defending him. You would not be in support of him due to you need to shut the fuck up. You don't know how conversations
Give me an answer,
work.
idiot.
Hey, bro, did you take your behavioral medication today?
Here we go with a red.
Like, shut up.
Give me an answer.
Good God.
Just answer it.
Anywho,
why?
As I was saying,
I said why?
You would actually not defend Donald Trump because you would not be in favor of
an adult
abortion bans. Donald Trump is the one
who
put three conservative justices in place, and the first thing that they did once they were installed was overturn Roe v. Wade. Now, with Roe v. Wade being overturned, what we then had was women dying in the hospital parking lots, dying in hospital beds because they could not get the care that they needed. All right. Reproductive care is health care. If you actually cared about women and children, then you would not support Donald Trump because you would not be in favor of Donald Trump cutting funding, all right, for for special needs education. All right. He would not be getting rid of the Department of Education, which one of their main functions is not just to set a standard of education throughout the United States of America, but also to ensure that the civil rights and liberties of children with disabilities, all right, are protected. So there's that. You wouldn't support that if you actually cared about women and children. If you cared about women and children, you would not be in support of Donald Trump, who during a government shutdown decided that 15 million children were not worth feeding. Who fought
Can I respond to you now or no?
nail. No, I'm not finished.
Can I respond? Because I just turned my volume off until you're done with your.
You can go ahead. If you're not listening, then how are you going to respond?
I'm going to get to your first point. Get to your first point.
So you want to support Donald Trump, who decided that 15 million, actually it was 16 million. 16 million children were not worth feeding in the month of November. You want to support that. And again,
I want to get to your first point about
it. You would not support
I don't care about women.
Donald
Can I respond?
You would not support Donald Trump if you actually cared about people being unalived by their government because there have been American citizens killed by immigration officers. Keith Porter Jr., Alex Preddy, Rudy Martinez, Renee Good. You want to try to.
Can I respond soon?
No, I'm not finished. I'm actually on my soapbox now. You want to do
okay, so you can't have a conversation.
Shush up. You want to do the thing which is worse. There's no fucking thing as which is worse when it comes to human life, bro. Like, what are we doing? Now you can respond.
Okay, can I go now?
What do the words "now you may respond" mean to you?
That means I can respond. Thank you. Thanks for giving me that. Okay, so you said the first thing you said was abort. You said
to Jennifer. Jennifer, thank you so very much for the $25. Jennifer said, "Wish I could give the entire amount. Guest is gross, and during Women's History Month, you nailed it. He's disgusting." All right, but shout out to you, Jennifer, and thank you so very much. I appreciate you, love, and never apologize for giving. You do it because you want to, not because you have to. So thank you so very much. All right, let's see here. Can
I respond now or no?
Shout out to Hector.
So you're just afraid.
10.
You're just afraid.
Hector
it's so
said
funny.
10 and said perma.
Because you know how bad this has gone for you.
Guys, what that means is that we are so far. We are so
misinformed. My goodness, you're terrible at this. I'll wait.
We have $65 to go, guys. $65 to go. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. So the first thing you said was I don't care about women. You said that.
That was one of my mods.
I can't respond. I can't even respond.
They don't like you at all. Go ahead.
Because I'm making you look really stupid, and some of the comments are agreeing.
Whatever helps you cope.
Because you won't even let me talk, though. It's a shame. What are you so afraid of?
The floor is yours.
Cool. Then stop interrupting me.
I'm not interrupting you. Go ahead.
Okay. Like I said, there's a case. You compared what's happening in the United States and saying, I don't care about women. Mute me again. Abortion is at the state level, which means the states get to decide. You're comparing that. Can I respond or no? Can I respond? You're such a child. You're such a child. Interrupting me again.
Kathy for the 10. Kathy said,
"Done so poorly for you." I'll wait again. I'll wait for you to get your baby outburst out.
Shout out to Taylor. Hey, Taylor. Taylor said $9.71, but I'm gonna round that up to 10. And Taylor said, "Damn, I'll buy the milk and the animal crackers for him." Go, Erica. Hey, I appreciate you, Taylor. Thank you so very much. All right. With that being said, if I am doing my math right, that's at 60. All right. So guys, we have $40 to go. $40 to go. Okay. Links in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. All right. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. All right. Okay. The floor is yours. You go ahead. You got it.
Okay. This is the fourth time you've cut me off. Can you please let me finish?
Hey, I'm so sorry. I think I have a rogue mod. I try to.
No, it's you talking. You just spoke again.
Oh, I
Can I just
spoke
speak,
again?
please?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah. So like I said, there's an example. Masha Minnie, she was unalived. She was leaving a taxi. She had a little bit of her headscarf. They unalived her. They do honor unalivings. They have crimes like if you travel or date a boyfriend for women to fields, they do honor unalivings there. If you leave Islam, you're honor unalived. The audacity to compare that to abortion on a state level is disgusting. You'd be unalived right now for you. What you're doing right now in Iran.
Shout out to Jocelyn for the
so
dollar.
You just can't respond because
said,
you know
get this dweeb
you're so
out
stupid.
Here. He's so
you
annoying.
Can't even speak.
Yes.
Why? Because I'm making you look like an idiot
gosh.
to where you can't even respond to me.
There's that. Also, shout out to
You're
Shauna.
Unalived in
Shauna
Iran
sent
right
15
now.
and said, "At my
you're not wearing your hijab,
and his voice is
and you're
irritating
speaking
the fuck out of me. Send
that
him
is
back
a death
down
penalty.
to his mama's basement."
The audacity to compare
shout
the two
out
is
to
gross.
Shauna. Also, shout out to
and
the
you lose the
Gooch sent
even
10
debate.
and said
You're too stupid.
permaban.
you're like
They
child,
don't like
like
you. They
I'm
don't
just
like you.
talk over
Hey
and change the
guys, that
subject.
means we only have
'Cause I got
$14 left. $14 left for the perma ban
mute,
because we're at 86.
and I'm embarrassed because this is
Shout
going
out
real
to the
for
people.
me, and I know nothing.
All right, there we go.
Someone said this is not debating because she's not smart enough to
There we
debate.
go.
She doesn't even
you
respond
got
to me
it.
anymore. She's too.
Mhm.
She's just trying to talk
There
because
we
she's
go.
embarrassed. She's nothing else to
They
say.
do not like you at all. Yeah, anywho, so that's the problem because if it goes back down
You're just
to
trying
the
to take
state
people's
levels,
money. I
what
agree, which
actually
I'm leaving.
has,
It's just a
what
waste of time.
happens- no,
You're not smart enough to have
now
real.
you don't want me to respond to you? You're crashing,
lowest
bro.
common
Like
denominator.
chill. Like chill.
Begging for money.
Yeah, you're literally
begging for
low-hanging
money
fruit. This isn't begging.
and appealing to idiots.
This isn't begging.
Enjoy
And
your
I'm pretty
$60.
sure that the
That's
over
what I make an hour.
800
Enjoy it.
people that are watching,
Waste of my time.
right, literally,
Bye bye. You're not
all right,
smart
are
enough to
smarter
debate.
than you. There we go. You gonna skedaddle? Yay, not the skedaddle.
They went skedaddle. You know the word skedaddle? It means skedaddle. Somebody said skedaddle.
No, don't go. Come back. No. Okay, guys. So thank you to everyone who donated. I appreciate you all so very much. You don't have to send anything else for the permaban. All right. Oh, wow. Spencer, thank you. Thank you, SJ, for the 14. SJ said, I can't take this anymore. Thank you, SJ. I appreciate you. Oh, shit. I missed this one. Shout out to Melissa for the 15. Melissa said, guess is disgusting and his smooth brain makes me feel hella smart. It is not hard. That dude was ridiculous. His point, he wasn't consistent in his logic. If you have to care about the people here in the United States of America if you're going to pretend to care about the people in Iran. All right. You're just basically doing that. You're pretending to care to make yourself feel good, to absolve yourself of the bullshit that you support at home. Tis it. It wasn't a debate because he kept talking. Matter of fact, Zach, let's see if you can do any better. Because guys, here's what's about to happen, right? If you're already in my if you're already in a request and you're a Trump supporter, what's about to happen is you're about to come up on this panel and you're about to cry about how Geronimo was treated. That's what you're all gonna do. All right, and I can't wait for you to prove the point. I can't wait for you to prove it. But guess what? I bet Zach old pussy ass won't get in the box. But tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. All right. And by pussy, I meant a lovable, fluffy creature. Sometimes a kitten, a little kitten. He's a little pussycat. Tap the screen, y'all. Do all of the good things. All of the good things. All right. There we go. I need to get over to the tube also. But let's see. What do we have here in the box? All right, guys. Thank you again so very much. Shout out to all of the donors. Drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves. And again, let's just keep doing all of the good things. Hi, Legends. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry. You have an echo. Do you have me on Bluetooth?
Yes. Is there an echo still?
Yeah. Let me see. Echo. Nope, no more echo. Okay, great. For TikTok purposes, how old are you?
46.
All right. And why are you still supporting Trump? Give us your main reason.
Well, the Roe versus Wade, that's one of the biggest. I just heard you speaking to the gentleman before. And
yeah, we were just using that as a point. I'm not going to have a conversation with a man about abortion. I don't care. Give me your second point.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, that's the feminazi in you, and that's okay.
Yeah, you're damn right. Go ahead.
No, and it's okay.
Point.
It's okay. You know, it's okay. But okay, when it comes to mass murderers in all.
You know what, guys? You know what? Here we go. They're not well.
What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of genocide or mass murder?
I think of the United States of America and what they did to indigenous people and to black people for centuries.
So most people would say Hitler. Most people would say Mussolini.
No, I'm just gonna say white men.
Okay, no, that's fine. So Planned Parenthood, which
you can't help yourself. Do you have a problem with the word no?
Healthcare. So
I'm so sorry. Do you have a problem with the word no?
healthcare
Have
that
you
has
ever been
killed
told no and you kept on going?
1.4
Have you
billion
ever?
deaths.
I'm so sorry. I don't think that you respect boundaries.
1.4
You don't respect boundaries. You keep talking about this when I said I don't want to talk about it. You're not respecting my boundaries. All right. So if you don't want to respect my boundaries, what you can do is you can turn your phone off, Legends, and it will help you leave this panel. All right. Consent matters. Consent matters. I am explicitly stating to you, Legends, that I do not want to have a conversation with you about Roe v. Wade, because that was never the point. The point was to highlight that humans, civil liberties, and their rights, like the right to bodily autonomy, are being violated in the United States of America, yet the previous caller doesn't care. It was not to have an entire drawn out conversation, because I do not believe those things are up for debate. So with that being said, now that I've explained that to you, shut up, I'm still talking. Shushies.
Fucking
right?
Nazi.
Whatever. Call me what you want. Okay. With that being said, respect my boundaries. Now, my question for you is, what is your second reason for still supporting Trump?
So my second reason is to support the 1.4 billion abortions that are no longer.
Yep. You don't respect boundaries. I'm pretty sure you have a record somewhere. All right. So basically, you have a record somewhere. You can leave. Bye. The fuck are we doing? What are we doing? You have a record somewhere. You don't understand consent. You don't respect boundaries. You're disgusting. Yes, ladies, cover your drinks around that one, please. I beg of you. Cover your drinks around that one. Trump supporters, request up. Get in the box. You are the demographic of people I would like to speak with. Hopefully you're sane.
Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. I'm from Sweden.
No. I felt violated. I felt violated. That was gross. Yikes. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only get in the box if you are a Trump supporter. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right. Hi, C-SPAN. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
44.
Okay. All right. Why are you still supporting Trump? Give us your main reason.
I think he's restructuring our economic policies, and I like that. I think we need something different than what's been going on.
Okay. When you say restructuring our economic policies, tell us more. What do you mean by that?
Well, I think although his ideas on tariffs have been struck down somewhat, I think that's a really good place to be. You know, we need to do our own nation building here. And the way we've done nation building in the past is, you know, like after WW2, you know, we let Japan hold significant tariffs on us. And same thing with Germany. It's a nation building technique that's been used. And I think we need to do that here because we've lost a lot of manufacturing jobs, and we need to do something different.
Why did we lose manufacturing jobs though? When did that start to happen?
In the 90s.
Why?
Well, it had a lot to do with the WTO,
so
right?
C-SPAN, my apologies. You have something going on in your background. I can't describe that noise, but if you will, are you able to stop doing it?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
So, like when China joined the WTO, that was a big hit because they didn't follow. I mean, it's okay for them to join, but they didn't follow any of the rules that they promised they would.
Yeah, that was in 2001 though, right?
Was it? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
2001.
Sure.
Yeah, because
I
China
think the
basically, China. Go ahead.
HB visas are also contributing to that.
What kind of visa?
I think they're called HB visas.
HB1 visas?
HB1 visas, yeah.
Okay. What's your problem with those?
I just think that we should hire Americans, and if we have
HB1 is something different. H1B visas. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just think we should hire people in this own country.
We should just hire people in our own country, even if they're not qualified to do the job.
Well, obviously not.
Okay, so if we have someone overseas, all right, who has the experience and the skill to do the specialized job, because that's what it's for, all right, for specialty occupations, typically in tech, right, that can do the job, why not bring them in to do the job?
Well, I mean, I just don't think that if we're shorthanded on our workforce, I don't think it helps our economy to do that.
How doesn't it help our economy to do that when they're being paid an American salary and they pay American taxes and they spend in America?
They also send money home.
They pay a fee on that money that they send home, though. So there's that. So it's still money that's being circulated within the U.S. economy.
That's not true. What fee?
They don't pay a fee to do the wire transfers to send the money internationally. They don't pay a fee on it.
That's not the only way to send money. There's feeless ways to send money overseas for sure.
Which ways would that be?
PayPal.
Yeah.
Zoom. Yeah.
Okay, so how much money are they sending over via these things? Do you have any numbers on this?
I mean, I do it myself.
Wait, what are you complaining for then? What do you mean you do it yourself? Who are you sending money to?
Well, that's really none of your business, but I do it myself.
But there are fees with PayPal though, because I have a friend in South Africa.
Very small fees.
Hold on. Yeah, I have a friend. It depends on how much money you're sending though. I have a friend in South Africa, and whenever I send them money for it, like I send them a donation, what ends up happening is I pay a fee for that via PayPal. So there's a fee for it.
Yeah, but it's very small.
It depends on how much you're sending though, because it's a percentage of the amount. So
yeah, it's still very small.
So if you're sending a few $1,000s, it might be more. If you're only sending like 20, 15, 10, and of course it's going to be less. It'll be a small amount, but a fee is a fee. So who are you sending money to?
It's none of your business, really.
Oh, it's none of my business? Okay, but I mean, you're taking money out of the U.S. economy.
So you think I'm the problem?
I mean, you think that people who are sending money back home, all right, are the problem. You're sending money because they're taking money out of the U.S. economy. Then yeah, I think that you are the problem because you're taking money out of our economy too by your logic. Come on, man.
So you agree with my statement?
Actually, I don't agree with your statement. I just want you to recognize the inconsistency in your argument, buddy. Like, come on, do you people think before y'all speak? Like, think about what it is that you just said. Okay, all right, we're gonna go down the road again. No, I'm gonna hold your hand. Hey, I'm holding your hand. Okay.
I don't need your hand holding. I need you to follow what I'm saying.
You do need hand holding, and the reason why you need hand holding,
you need to follow what I'm saying,
is because you're not paying attention, right? You're not thinking about the hypocrisy in what it is that you just said. You said that
there's no hypocrisy there.
There is hypocrisy. You said that we should hire Americans, right? Because, all right, H-1B visa holders are taking money and sending it back home. I said, well, they pay a fee on it. And you said, well, no, they don't. And I'm like, they don't? And you said, yeah, I do it too. You do it too? What? So you're taking money out of the U.S. economy by your logic, and you're sending it somewhere else, buddy. Because don't you pay taxes on your money just like a H-1B visa holder does? You pay taxes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They pay taxes on their money too. They pay it to the American government and local and state. So there's that. When they send money, depending on the service that they use, they pay a fee too. Just like you pay a fee sometimes. Right? So, do you not see the hypocrisy in it in what you just said, right? Because you said that you send money out of the country also.
You're missing the point altogether.
What's the point?
The point is that HBV or HBV1 visas,
H1B.
H1B visas, they generally send a lot of money out of our country. Is that incorrect?
I don't know.
No, it's correct.
What numbers do you have on that?
I mean, it's obvious that they do.
How do you know? We can only guess. We're only guessing. I do know that you send money out of the country, though, because you told us that you do.
Yeah,
Right.
so.
Did you also know that your president that you support sends money out of the country also into offshore accounts?
He has
like the money that he got from
you know that, right?
Qatar. Yeah, I'm sorry, not from Qatar, but like the money he got for the Venezuela oil deal, he sent that money to Qatar. Yeah, it's sitting in an offshore bank account right now, and it's also it's alleged.
Where's your evidence for that?
Oh, what? That really? Okay,
yeah,
we can get it. But yeah,
it's gonna be.
Did you know? You didn't know that though.
You don't know that.
That's crazy. Okay, I do have something to read though. I am gonna read a few things off really quick, and then I'm gonna come right back to you. I promise. I need to go back here. I'm a one lady band, guys. One lady band. All right. Thank you so much to Susanna for the 20. Susanna sent 20 earlier for Kick This Guy. Thank you so very much, Susanna. I appreciate you, love. Also, I love the way that you spell your name. Thank you so very much. Drop some hearts in the chat for Susanna, guys. Also, let's make sure that we keep doing all of the good things, y'all. Let's get these likes up to 100,000 likes. All right. I don't want to have to use the mom voice on y'all. I'm not a huge fan of using the mom voice. You should ask Bubba about me. Okay. With that being said, all right, let's keep tapping that screen, sharing and reposting the live. Also, y'all, let's make sure that we are just doing all of the good things. I appreciate y'all. And if you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over in the tube, you can send a super chat. Again, thank you all so very much, because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. Thank you. Okay, so what you're telling me is that you're not aware of the fact that he put that money in an offshore account?
What I'm telling you is that's spreading false information, and you have no proof.
Okay, let me see.
So, and you're not going to find any. And I think it's hypocritical for you to come up on your own live and just spread a bunch of nonsense that you read on TikTok.
Not you talking about hypocritical. That's crazy. One moment, please.
Yeah, you're gonna need several
I don't
moments.
need several. What are you talking about? Hey guys, that's the new home music. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna play this for myself. Okay. Okay.
The chats are hilarious.
What they saying? What they saying? You don't want to tell me what they're saying now?
I mean, you can read, right?
No, I'm looking at something else.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I think I'm gonna get it here. Oh, please don't make that noise. I wonder why he's doing this here.
Yep.
I don't like the quiet either. It bothers me too.
So, are you going to concede?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to concede at all. I'm going to find it and show it to you. What are we doing? Hey, Carolina, you want to talk to this guy for a moment?
Sure.
Appreciate you, love.
And thank you so much for coming by last night and supporting. I appreciate it.
Of course. All right.
So C-SPAN, while Erica's looking for the source, why don't you catch me up to speed? What is it that you think we're not going to find proof of?
That Trump took money from Venezuela and put it in an offshore account in Qatar.
Okay.
They did do that.
That's false.
No,
false
it's not.
information.
So, real quick.
Are you saying that they didn't do it? Is that what you're saying?
I am saying that Trump doesn't have an offshore account in Qatar.
Are you saying that they didn't do it? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm positive.
That they didn't do it? Do you want to put money on it?
I'm positive.
Do you want to put money on it? Yes or no? $100.
Yeah, you should probably put money on it.
$100 right now.
Why don't you show me?
$100
You're the one who
right
made
now.
the claim.
But you got to put money on it first. $100 right now.
You made the claim.
$100 right now.
Sure. $100.
Okay. Bet. Say bet.
Bet.
There we go.
Fantastic. I love it.
Reset.
That's exactly what I have pulled up too, Erica.
Crop
Oh,
it.
an NBC. Oh, wow.
Crop it. Hold on, I gotta crop it.
So you owe me $100.
Sure,
Wait.
buddy.
Would you like another source?
Sure.
No,
Ooh,
this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted.
This is exactly what you wanted? What source do you have, Carolina?
I expect $100, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy, no.
Let's see.
You lost.
I've got
the fuck?
I've got Yahoo Finance, Cato Institute, BBC.
Where does that say Trump has an
CNBC.
account in Qatar?
Yeah,
even that.
Literally says the Trump administration deposited the initial $500 million of the Venezuela oil sales in a U.S. controlled account in Qatar.
Exactly. Yep. So you owe me $100.
How?
How?
We literally.
How does Trump have an account? You said Trump has an account in Qatar.
Speaking of the
You're
president,
a liar.
The president of the United States of America. Like, what are you doing?
The
You're so serious right now.
has
this
an
is
account in Qatar.
Are we being gaslit?
No, it says that
I'm
exactly.
Being gaslit.
The Trump administration, which is the U.S., has an account in Qatar.
Carolina, do you know what's happening right here?
It says it right in the first sentence. So you owe me $100.
Yeah, no, I don't. You gotta be fucking kidding me. That is so funny to me.
The claim was that Trump has the money from Venezuela oil sales in an offshore account in Qatar, and that is 100% true.
Yep.
That is not true.
Okay,
in
so
any way, shape, or form.
Okay, let's walk through the basics. 500
million.
the
basics is you used one name.
1 second, beloved. 1 second.
You used one name.
1 second, beloved. Do we agree on 500 million? We're going to break it down in pieces. Do we agree on 500 million?
Let's start.
No.
Disagree,
please,
okay?
just yes or no, because I want to.
When you make a claim that says Donald Trump, that's
Donald Trump the president of the United States of America?
He is not the United States of America.
What? I'm sorry, what? So when we talk about Trump, right, are we talking about, and we say Trump, when we refer to Trump, are we not referring to him as the president? Are we not referring to his administration? Are we not referring to the actions that he's taken or taking as president? I'm so sorry. It's weird how you're trying to play this game of semantics and wiggle yourself out of this.
No, you owe me $100.
No,
I think it's so funny.
100%.
Did you think that we were insinuating that it was like a personal account?
No, you absolutely did insinuate
absolutely
that.
Not.
No, we did not.
No.
First of all, there is no we here, Caroline. You weren't even there.
Well, my name is
Second
Carolina.
Of all,
it's Carolina.
She absolutely did insinuate it was Donald J. Trump's account.
Hey,
in Qatar.
Chat, put the smiley
because that's
face.
Exactly what
put the smiley face. All right. If put the smiley face if what's your name? C-SPAN. If C-SPAN owes me my $100, all right.
No
put
way,
the sad face, all right. If I owe C-SPAN $100. All right. Starting now, it's gonna be above the chat bar right now. Tap the smiley face if he owes me. Tap the sad face
What
if
you
I
should
owe
do
him.
is
There we go.
what
Let's
you
see
should
what the
do
chat
is
says.
go back.
Oh, you
Why
about to
don't
start
you look
crying.
at the? Why don't you go back in this video and pull up when you actually said what you said. Your question to me.
We're gonna do it after the poll.
Oh, the poll doesn't matter because I remember.
Matters. Let's see what they say. We have a few seconds left.
This is your live stream.
You know how many people hate watch me? I have stalkers and everything. Like, they do not like me. So many people.
Oh, I can see why. You're disingenuous.
I am fucking awesome. What are you talking about? Hell.
Go back.
Absolutely.
Go back
awesome.
and why don't you play the video of you asking me the question?
C-SPAN, it's
see
okay
if you didn't insinuate it was Donald Trump
have
alone.
The money, I totally do get that. Like, you're right, Carolina. If you don't have the money, I get it.
You owe me $100.
Times is hard.
Yeah, I like how you.
Let me see.
You know,
so 186 people believe that you owe me money, and 11 people believe that I owe you money. The 186 people is more than 11, right?
Yeah, this is not a vote. This is a matter of
all right. So
honesty.
There we go. And then let's see.
You just got burnt on your own panel here.
Right.
That definitely didn't happen, but the delusion is admirable.
It is totally
okay.
admirable.
So when you say Donald Trump has an offshore account in Qatar, so you mean the United States?
It's okay.
That's what you meant.
Is Donald Trump not the president of the United States?
Okay. So when you said that Donald Trump is
why do you want to keep reliving it? You told me to pull it up. I'm pulling it up right
because
here.
I want you to concede like you should be doing.
It's right here. I'm about to play it for you, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Oh, it's muted. There we go. And what you're telling me is that you're not aware of the fact that I gotta go back a little bit more. Y'all, let's get these likes up to 100,000 likes. All right. I don't know if it was before that or not. Yeah, it's sitting in an offshore. There we go.
Yeah, right before there.
They generally send a lot of money out of our country. Is that incorrect?
I think I went back too far. What numbers do you have on that? One lady band, guys. One lady band. All right. Thank you so much to Susanna for the 20. Susanna.
Yeah, right about.
Yeah.
Right here.
So.
Did you also know that your president that you support sends money out of the country also into offshore accounts?
He has
business. Like money that he got from. You said that
the
he
money
had businesses, so that's what you're.
So when you said he, you meant the United States. Is that what you meant?
Didn't he make the deal because he said it himself?
Isn't that?
Didn't
is
he
that
make
what
the
you
deal?
meant when you say he?
I said your president.
You meant the United States.
Your president.
Lady, you owe me $100.
President.
You owe me $100.
Your president.
C-SPAN, are you aware? C-SPAN, are you aware of what the term willfully obtuse means?
That's crazy.
You said he.
This is sad.
Yes.
You meant the United States when you said he.
This is so sad.
Okay, so
yeah,
C-SPAN,
you owe me $100.
real quick, no, but C-SPAN,
president. This is sad.
if we say if it's the United States, who else would be in charge of making that transaction?
So generally, when I talk about the United States, I don't say he or him.
So again, I'm going to ask you,
or Donald Trump for that.
Yeah, C-SPAN. If somebody were to make a transaction like that on behalf of the United States, who generally would be in charge of making that decision?
Like you're trying to move the goalpost.
No, sir, you are.
Oh yeah, you are.
No,
you're trying to move it again.
You have hitched your rockets to the goalpost. All right, and you're trying to ignite them.
Anything.
That's what
I'm
you're
not
doing.
changing the words that I said when you just repeated them.
Buddy, if you don't have the money, it's okay. It's okay if you don't have the money. All right.
You just got burnt, man.
It's okay. This is funny though. I am gonna clip this.
I think you should, because this was epic.
Yeah, this is
fucking
epic.
Hilarious.
This is how. This is why you don't bet fake ass people online.
Are you about to cry?
They don't actually pay you.
Are you about to cry?
You're disingenuous.
You're about to cry, aren't you? Okay, all right. You got it, Bubba. All right, let me see here. Okay,
it's okay, C-SPAN. Trump does love the poorly educated.
Oh yeah.
And he loves the broke too.
Yes.
Because he want to keep you broke. So there's that. But you're not broke, C-SPAN. You like to send money out of the country, but you won't tell us to where. All while getting upset at other people for sending money out of the country. I think that's wicked. So anyway, what else you want to talk about since you lost the bet?
I own property out of the country.
You own property out of the country? So not only are you taking money out of the country, you're actually spending money? So paying taxes in another country?
No, you don't pay taxes in another country.
You're not paying the taxes in another country? Do you pay it to the United States of America?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what
country do you have property in?
It's none of your business.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take that as it's either probably not true or it's a nefarious investment.
Because how do you not pay taxes on the property in the other country?
There is no taxes on the property.
Why not?
Because they don't have property tax.
They don't have property tax? Ooh, where's this?
Let's take a look.
I'm telling you. I pay property taxes here.
Oh, include tax havens. So let's see here. No annual property tax. Oh, we have UAE, Bahrain, Oman, Qatar.
Qatar. Yeah.
So let's see here. There's Monaco, Malta, Croatia, Cyprus,
Cayman Islands, Dominica. I'm betting it's one of those.
I know it's one of those. The Bahamas. Oh, what if it's Asia?
Hong Kong?
Yeah.
How about you just pay up your debt?
China. Wonder where it is. Nah, the thing is,
so
I don't owe you.
Spend the money out of the country.
No, I don't owe you, because of the simple fact
you literally
is that
do.
What you're doing is you're trying to play a game of semantics. We're not doing that, because you know for a fact that I was talking about Donald Trump as the president of the United States of America, because I even said your president. All right. So if you want to infer something, then you would know that I was speaking about his administration.
You said Donald Trump.
So there's that.
My president.
All right. Yeah.
He.
Yeah. Tell me when. Okay. So then how about this? Tell us another time. All right. Tell us another time when an American president, all right, on behalf of their administration, collected funds from a trade and held the money offshore.
What does that matter?
Tell us another time. Just the reason why it matters, because if this is something that is norm, then we should have no problem with it, right? If this is the norm, then we should have no problem with it whatsoever. Please tell us another time when the president did that.
Here's what's interesting that you should know.
After you pay me my $100.
Yeah, C-SPAN, real quick. What's interesting that you should know is when it comes to depositing money in foreign accounts on behalf of the United States, the responsibility generally lies with Congress, which did not happen here because they hold the power of the purse. Exactly. But the president may manage foreign currency under authorized acts. The Constitution restricts accepting foreign payments without congressional approval. So yeah, it was absolutely the president who managed this deposit. Did he personally do it? No, probably someone from his Treasury Department did, but it was authorized by him. Therefore, what Erica stated was logically intact.
And you just don't want to pay it because you don't have
when
the money.
You specifically say Donald Trump has an offshore account in
That's
Qatar.
Not what she said.
She
said
exactly
no. We just played it, C-SPAN.
She played it.
He said Donald Trump put the money in an offshore account in Qatar.
Yeah. Donald Trump.
Yes, that's what happened.
That's what happened, though.
No,
that's literally what happened. I follow up with your president.
It says right in the first line of your evidence for that you call it. It says that Donald Trump's administration, on behalf of the U.S., put the money in an offshore account.
Correct. What are you missing? What is not clicking,
The fact
Steven?
that she said Donald Trump and meant him alone,
this
and it was his own
semantics,
personal account, and she got fact-checked, and she won't pay up.
This is called semantics, is what this is. Carolina, you can keep talking to him if you want to.
It's sad that you have to
I remember Trump talking about
move
this
goalposts
himself.
to make your literal false statement seem somewhat
C-SPAN.
believable.
It's okay if you have reading comprehension or communications inferential issues, and that's totally fine. But we're here to work with you on that. So everyone knows that when we're referring to an administration, we generally say the name of the president who's in charge of that administration, and that's exactly what Erica did. So
No,
it's
it's
okay.
not.
I can recommend some courses for you on how to more effectively communicate if that's something you're into.
I don't have any issue. And even right before I bet, I specifically said, so you're going to tell me that Donald Trump himself has an account in Qatar that got money from Venezuela. And you agreed to the bet. In fact, you're the one who wanted to bet. And then we bet.
C-SPAN, take the L. You're wrong.
No.
You're wrong.
Sorry, that's just I understand why
nobody inferred
you're a
that it was a
broke-ass
personal account, though.
And this is what you got. You got, this shoved right back in your face, and you deserve every second of it.
Because Rubio is the one who told that it was going to be held in Qatar. It was going to be held there, and that it was going to act like escrow-like funds. So money that they could basically pull out, like at the beginning of the year, like you would if you pay property taxes. So yeah, like Rubio said that himself. I think it's odd. I think it's odd that at this point in time that you're trying to be what's the word? You're being pedantic about this matter. All right. Yeah. You want to play a game of semantics for some reason or another, but you know what? That's on you, because guess what?
I just want you to honor your bet.
You don't have the $100. So
I want you to honor your bet.
No, there's no bet for me to honor. You need to honor your bet, because you're the one that said that it didn't happen. I even clarified.
It did not happen.
You said that it didn't happen. Actually, it did happen. Trump confirmed it, and what's his name? Rubio, the Secretary of State, confirmed that the money would go there, and they did put the money into the account in Qatar. They did put that money there.
Dude.
So there's that. But you hanging on to this tells me that you really, really need this $100.
You're moving the goalpost.
But I don't need this. I'm good. I promise you. I'm good.
If you're good, then just pay me, because you were wrong.
Like, there we go. I'm not going to pay you for a participation trophy now. All right. If you were right, all right, then I would definitely pay you, but you're wrong. I'm the one that's right. So there's that. Now, do you want to move on, or are you going to sit here and cry? Because if you're going to cry, then I'm going to get up and I'm going to get you your flavored milk and some animal crackers. Tell me what flavor of milk you want.
You should really just pay your debt.
So just so you know, C-SPAN, and this is according to, I've got at least Reuters, CNBC, WRAL, and it states President Trump and his administration took control of Venezuela's oil exports. Excuse me, C-SPAN. It says and. So took control of Venezuela's oil exports following the ousting of Nicolas Maduro, with officials confirming the administration controlled the accounts where the money was held. Who's in charge of the administration, C-SPAN?
Boom.
Donald Trump.
Thank you very much. Argument's over. You lost.
You lost.
No, I definitely won.
Loser.
I'm sorry, but that fits really well on your head.
Loser.
I miss when dumb people knew they were dumb.
I know, right? They don't know that anymore, Carolina. And it's like, they think that they're smart.
I'm sorry this
didn't
go as you
Donald
planned,
Trump,
and
as president, and his administration have given them way too much hope. All right? They've given them way too much hubris. They're overconfident. Just overconfident. And they think that they're smart.
Donald Trump does not have an account in Qatar.
So
sorry.
Shout out to Joe F for the $4.99 super chat. Joe F says, when is it legal to send Treasury money to an offshore account in Qatar that deposit benefits Jared Kushner?
Well, if you're not going to pay, I'll just take.
But,
just take the W and get out of here.
Go ahead, skedaddle now.
Sorry that you lost.
Go
Goodbye.
ahead. I know. Whatever helps you sleep at night, darling. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
It went skedaddle. You know the word skedaddle? It means skedaddle. Somebody said skedaddle.
Whoa. Carolina, what the fuck?
I swear, I think that's the most disturbing thing about MAGA supporters is that they don't even know when they're wrong.
Exactly. But even still, when they do know that they're wrong, they still double down on it. Like the other day, I had one come up here who owes one of my mutuals some money, right? So they owe a friend some money. They never pay up, by the way. And he goes, "Oh, I don't owe him because he made a bet on something that he already knows."
Do you know the only other time, and it wasn't an offshore account, but this is what's so interesting because this is also the other most horrible president I consider in history. The only other time that there was withdrawal of federal deposits from the Bank of the United States, it was moved to state chartered banks. It was Andrew Jackson, who Trump is an and Trump admires him.
Oh, Trump loves Andrew Jackson. That's his favorite president.
Yeah, the most anti-Indian president to ever exist.
Yeah, Jackson was disgusting. Trail of tears. He's disgusting. All right, let's keep this party going. Are you hanging out?
Yeah, I got time. I'm chilling.
Bet. All right, guys, let's keep doing all of the good things. Thank you so much for the caps. Let's be sure that we do show love to Carolina while she's here. All right, let's do all of the good things. Also, another thing is that I do know that Carolina is doing mutual aid right now for a family, a local family out there. You live in Indiana, right?
Yeah, Indianapolis.
Yeah. So a local family out there in Indianapolis is experiencing some home insecurity right now, and housing insecurity, I should say. And we want to make sure that they can stay in their home. So if you do have anything to give, by all means, please, please, please check out the links in Carolina's bio, and just let's do all of the good things, guys. This is only via the pay links. If you'd like to support me, if you're over on the tube, you can definitely send a super chat. But guys, let's make sure that we're taking care of Carolina, and so that we can make sure this family keeps their home. How much are you away from goal?
About 260.
About 260 away from goal. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So guys, all right, I think we can do that. We can do that. Matter of fact, let's get this party started. If you're a Trump supporter and you're on the request, I will be with you in just give me like 15 seconds. Okay, I want to put something on the screen for everyone. That's easy work. Chat, we can do that, right? I know we can.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you, guys.
Let's go ahead and get this thing here. You know, running a live, it's a lot of work. All right. When I update my resume, right, I'm gonna be like production assistant, executive producer. I'm gonna have some audio visual skills. I'm also gonna have like some what can I call it? Some HR and like supervisory skills. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm like, well, how'd you get all this this work experience? You know, yeah, that's content creation.
Right.
All right,
I know, and I still need to reach back out to you because I ended up being out of town that day that I was supposed to meet with you. So I'm gonna hit you up on the back end later.
Bet. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna change the color. I wanted a pretty color. Guys, keep doing all the good things. You guys are awesome. Friggin' fantastic. So let's make sure that we are doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All right. And let's see here. Okay, I'm going to put this on the screen. We should be able to see it. All right. And Carolina, just update me when you update me, and then we'll go from there.
Absolutely.
I'm going to kick it off with a $50 donation. So then we'll be at 50 out of 260. I never say these things out loud. I can't believe I did that.
Thank you.
That's where we'll go. So then we'll have
Much
190 left.
Thank you.
I'm doing my math right. That's not 190. We'll have 210 left. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Erica. Get it together. What is wrong with
It's
you?
okay. I feel like I've been doing math wrong lately too.
Jeez Louise. Okay. All right. You have PayPal, right?
Yes. Yeah. I have PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App in my bio.
Right. Awesome. Yes, guys. In these times, leaning on each other is definitely going to be the way to go. And we have 1,000 people up in here. All right. I've seen you guys do much, much more in much less time. Much less time. I want to let you all know that. So, guys, let's do all of the good things. All right. And let's do it. I've seen you do much more. All right, if you can't see who's in the box, Faisal, it's Carolina, but like exit out and come back, love. But that might be for you, Faisal, since you're in South Africa and I'm on studio. So that's what happens sometimes, unfortunately. But let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. And if you're a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. Get in the box cap. All right. And, you know, let's have a conversation. I'm just letting everybody up. Don't even matter. All right. Hi, QZ. All right. You load it first. All right. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I'm 19.
All right. And Albert, are you a Trump supporter?
No, my brother is.
Your brother is? Is your brother there with you?
No, but I just called him a week ago and I was shocked at what he believes.
Oh, okay. Well, if your brother ever wants to have a conversation, you can have him stop by, but we're only looking for Trump supporters right now, love.
I see. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate you. You have a great day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye. All right. Guys, make sure we're following the purple one. She's about to disappear. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, I thought I hit the button. There we go. Nemo! Hi.
Howdy.
Howdy. How are you today?
I am very tired.
I can tell. You look it. God damn.
Yeah.
You need some coffee?
Yeah. Oh, coffee doesn't do anything for me anymore. I'm that type where I can like drink a cup of coffee and then go to sleep. Yeah.
I was about to say,
you gotta hit it with the triple espresso.
Yeah, once I started drinking triple espresso, I knew I was doing too much, and I thought, you know, you need to change your life. Anywho, QZ is here. Let's get started, guys. Let's do all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All right. Hi, QZ. So, why are you still supporting Trump? Give us your main reason why.
Mainly because of his international policies.
What state do you live in?
Well, obviously I have a British accent, but I'm an immigrant. I live in California.
California. What time is it?
I have dual citizenship. 11:48.
Okay, I'll believe you. All right. Okay, so his international policy. All right, such as go on, cause, bruh.
Well, the way how he's treating the international conflict.
Expound on that for us, please. Like, build
upon international conflicts such as the one in Congo and Rwanda,
the one in the Congo
Azerbaijan
and
Rwanda? Armenia. Yeah, they had a conflict.
How's he? What? Because they're still going at it. So
yeah,
what?
But he's obviously made it. He died it down.
Really, he did.
There's
People
also
are
other
still
ones
being
such
killed
as
over there.
Azerbaijan and Armenia. You got Israel and
Carolina,
Iran to get a ceasefire.
As far as you know, Carolina, aren't people still dying in the Congo?
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone is dying. Everyone's still dying in Congo. It's Africa.
So how is he impacting that you're in favor of? What actions has he taken?
Well, he's providing more aid towards Democratic Republic of the Congo, and he's also coordinating with, well, he already had coordinated with Rwandan, Ugandan, and Congolese leadership to create a ceasefire.
So what's interesting is that under the guise of mediating peace, he's actually been trying to secure critical mineral access in the area.
That's also what war is. If you look at the entire conflict between Congo, M23, Rwanda, Uganda, all their involvement, there's already so many other factors of involvement from other countries.
You know that he slaps sanctions on the Rwandan army just now, like just within the last couple of days.
I've not seen that.
Yeah.
Have you got proof?
Yeah.
But he's not but I wanted to address something because that didn't sound right, especially with Trump's anti-US aid agenda. It didn't sound right. So Donald Trump isn't providing any type of aid in regards to the genocide that's happening in the Congo. What he is doing though is that they do have a $1.2 billion health partnership, but it has nothing to do with the with Eastern Congo where the genocide is taking place. All right, this is for tuberculosis and malaria programs, HIV and AIDS treatment and prevention, along with like maternal and child health care. But it has nothing to do again with the war. Nothing. So, and
Why do you bring up genocide?
we're not providing any type of aid for that, and we're also not providing any type of military aid either. So, no weapons.
Can I see where you're getting this from?
This is from the deal that they made and last year, February of last year. Do you recall that?
Can you bring it on live? Because I don't.
Sure. Let me pull this up here.
Also, did you say Israel?
Oh. I think also like, and this is why I highly doubt, I don't understand people's motive in saying they support it, because the deal that was signed in December, it establishes a $1.2 billion 5-year strategic health partnership, but it actually firmly outlines priority access to Congolese mines. So, and even despite the deal, the conflict is persisting in the region right now.
Yeah, is Africa. Congo is
you keep saying
one
that.
of, if not the second largest. No, let me say that again. Congo is one of, if not the largest populous.
No. I
countries
understand
in Africa after Nigeria.
Right, but my question to you is, my question to you, QZ, is that you're claiming that you like what he's doing with foreign relations, but this deal prioritizes the United States' interest in gaining access to Congolese mines, and it has done nothing to alleviate the conflict. So what about that is beneficial?
Are you able to tell us?
Could you say that again? I wasn't listening.
So I'll say it again. So despite this deal being signed, prioritizes giving the United States access to Congolese mines, not any type of, major benefit to the Congolese people. And the conflict has not seen any decrease. It persists. So what about this is beneficial that you're liking?
That is bringing talks between the Ugandan, Rwandan, and the Congolese governments for ceasefire.
But it hasn't helped.
Okay, and that's just conflict. There's going to be disagreements. The Congo and its region, it has over, if I remember correctly, over $1 trillion of natural resources, if not even bigger.
Okay.
It's going to be a hotspot. There's a reason why China, Russia, and other major powers such as Israel and India are coming to the Congo.
Right, to extract resources and exploit the people of that region.
Well, that's conflict. That's always going to happen in conflict. I don't know what.
No.
So you support imperialism,
pretty much.
Sorry.
No, I'm saying it's a side effect of conflict.
I don't know what you're, I guess, attributing as a positive thing then. Like if you're saying that's conflict as a way of
have land which has plenty of natural resources, why would you not use it?
Why would you not?
The thing is, though, is that the Congolese people aren't the ones that are using it. All right, QZ, what's happening is that foreign entities are coming in and they're taking the resources from the Congolese people, leaving them with nothing. All right. And when I say the people, I mean the people, the populace. I'm not talking about their government, because of course their government is getting rich off the exploitation of their people. So they're robbing them of their resources is what's happening.
In exchange for military equipment.
But what military equipment?
And it literally states here that the conflict and fighting has only intensified. So it's done nothing to alleviate that.
Well, that's what happens in conflict.
Okay,
No,
so
sir.
if you want to use that as a retort, then you cannot possibly attribute anything positive to Trump as it pertains to negotiating
Conflict
peace
is
deals.
always going to increase
You're
when
trying
there's
to give him credit
resources
for something
involved,
that is
including
actively
from
going in
Congo.
the opposite direction.
Okay.
And also, there is no military support here from the U.S. You say that, and I just told you that. You won't be able to provide us anything that shows that there's any military support. Also, this, what is Trump calling this? This America First Global Health Strategy. All right. That's what this is. Okay. And this document is from the embassy of in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And this is dated February 27th of 2026. I think I said earlier last year, but that was definitely wrong. I meant from this year, February of this year. All right. And it goes over what it is that they will be receiving. And it's right here. All right. This
I can't read it. It's very pixelated.
Yeah, it may be too small for you. I can see if I can make it bigger, but it's exactly what I read to you earlier. All right. It's just in regards to health aid. All right. So it's to the 5-year MOU reflects the U.S. government's intention to maintain support in the fight against infectious diseases, HIV and AIDS, all right, advancing shared global health goals, good grief, and keeping the DRC, the United States, and other countries safe, all right, improve integration, service delivery, efficiency, and the introduction and scale up of health innovations to reduce the burden of HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria, and to improve maternal, newborn, and child health. Strengthen frontline health workers, including professionalization of community health workers, integrated transparent health data and commodity supply chain system. That's it.
And is that a bad thing?
Who said that it was a bad thing, though? No one ever said that it was a bad thing, but you said that the U.S. was providing aid to the Congo, and we're not. We're not providing aid to Congo in regards to the war that is happening right now. That was your
in
claim,
regards
and
to
we're
the
not.
war, yeah, obviously, but I'm talking about
no. So what the
bringing
U.S.
world
did
leaders
is
together.
exactly what Carolina said. Is that okay? We told them that we'll give them some money, all right, not for the war, not to stop it, not to aid in the war, but we'll give them some money for another issue, okay. And in exchange, what we'll get is access to their cobalt. That's what happened.
In which they tax.
What
In which they
happens?
tax.
Why
And
are
they
you
get money,
supporting
which they
imperialism?
purchase
Is it the
military
British
equipment
in
from
you?
to conflict.
Is it the British
in
in
the
you?
conflict?
Answer the question, please.
What?
Is it the British in you that makes you want to support imperialism? The robbing
No,
of resources?
I'm not even ethnically British.
What are you
I just
ethnically?
grew up here.
Well, QZ,
I'm
can you
Latvian.
name a time for me? Yeah, can you name a time for me when U.S. imperialism has been good? So give me an example of the United States intervening in another country for extraction of their resources or regime change or otherwise that left the country better off than when the United States got there. Just give me one example.
I'm not too sure. I haven't studied.
Well, it doesn't exist. That's why. Yeah.
I don't study it, so.
Unfortunately.
So the United States. Oops.
Anyway, that was just one example. I'm talking about other ones as well, including Armenia and Azerbaijan, Israel and Iran ceasefire at the time. At the time, not now, obviously.
Well, okay, but
now,
when you say at
I still support what they're doing to Iran now.
As far as Armenia and Azerbaijan, that's a longer conversation.
Is there something wrong with taking out a tyrannical leader who murders his own people?
Chill. God.
Go
ahead, Nemo.
As far as Israel is concerned, when you say at the time, which ceasefire are you referring to?
Is he on mute?
QZ, could you give us? Yeah, Nemo asked you a question. Did you hear him?
I didn't. No, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
Could you
say at the time, what ceasefire are you referring to?
I don't know if I have Nemo blocked or something, but I'm not hearing what you're saying. Could you repeat it?
Interesting.
Bruh.
Can you hear me right now? QZ?
Carolina or Erica?
Okay.
He's ignoring you.
I'm gonna drop and come back.
I genuinely can't hear
I
it.
can hear you.
I can hear you.
So
He's
I
ignoring
have
you.
no.
Okay,
well,
Carolina, could you
just
please
to remove
repeat
all
what it
doubt?
says
I
so
have
I can
actually run into this
respond to
before,
it?
so I'm just gonna
'Cause
drop
I'm
and come
genuinely
back
not
up
hearing
just
it.
right quick.
Okay, Nemo, got you. That was wicked. That was really wicked. Anywho, the question
What
that
was
he
the
did
question?
ask you, all right, he did ask you, he asked you, why did you support the deal at that time?
Which deal? The
Iran
mineral
and
deal?
Israel.
Oh yeah, they brought peace.
Peace to
They've
what?
actively been fighting each other. Why would you not be against peace?
They were, what?
Yeah.
What is
Have you not
happening?
seen the strikes against Israel that they have done?
Wait a minute. What did you say you were ethnically?
I'm ethnically Latvian.
Latvian? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And you mentioned Iran striking Israel, but you do know that Israel struck Iran first, right? Like, when has Iran struck first?
I don't have these days on the top of my head.
Yeah. Nemo, say something. It hasn't happened, darling.
Yeah, I can hear him now.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Nemo.
So you said like at the time with relation to the ceasefire with Israel. Which one are you talking about? Because there was a ceasefire early on in the Trump administration this time around, which, to be clear, when I say early on, it was just a rehash of the one that Biden had agreed back in, I think, January. And then they just did it again in March. And then Israel violated that one. And then they had to do another one. So which one are we talking about?
All of them.
Okay, well, all of them, great. Israel's violated every single one. There's a pattern with them.
Yep.
Are you talking about Israel and Hamas or Israel and Iran?
Israel and Hamas.
Oh, I was talking about Israel and Iran, but
okay, all right, fair enough. So as far as Iran is concerned, I mean, actually, Israel violated the ceasefire there too.
Right.
There was a 12-hour ceasefire. They violated it. But yeah, I mean, and obviously they picked up, hostilities over the weekend. So continuing their broader mission of completely destabilizing Iran, because that's the type of shit that Israel gets up to.
Yeah, because I mean, have you seen the amount of proxies that Iran has? They've got the Houthis, they've got Hamas, and to my acknowledgement, they also have Al-Shabaab as well. And in the Bab el-Man Strait or something like that, or the strait in the Red Sea, which Djibouti and Yemen both have the choke point in. The Houthis, they've actively been targeting American ships. That's been proven. And you've got Hamas, which they actively fund to continue attacks on Israel. They don't have their own unique clothing. Sure, they have the green headband, but that's only for propaganda. It's been proven that Hamas, they've taken over the Gaza Strip. So Palestine has, trying to remember if mainland Palestine is the Palestine region next to Jordan is the West Bank.
That's the West Bank.
Yeah. Yeah, so they took over the Gaza Strip back in whenever, and they've actively been fighting against Israel. There's even Gazan people that have been killed, Gazan civilians that have been killed.
Can you take a look at your links to see if you got anything?
Yep, I was about to give you an update. I wanted to say thank you, Sherelle, for the 10 on Cash App, Malika for the 50 on Cash App, and then also Coco for the 20 on Venmo. So we are just 110 away.
Hey, let go. Awesome. All right, guys. So 130 out of 260. Actually, wait, hold on. Did I do the numbers right?
Oh wait, did you send yours? I didn't see.
I have to send it, but I'm good for it.
Oh, okay. Well, then that means
serious.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means we just need $60 left. My
Awesome.
Venmo Gucci is on my it's on my bio.
Wait, did I do the numbers right? Say the numbers again.
Hang on, let me double check.
Okay.
So 20 or 10 plus 50, so that's 60 plus 20 is 80.
Mm-hmm.
And then your 50 is what you're gonna do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so then we only need 30 left now.
Oh, right.
Wait, no, sorry, wait a minute.
You've been doing math wrong all week.
We're both doing math wrong.
Let's do this. Okay, I already have my 50 in there. Okay.
Okay.
And then what else did you get?
10.
Okay.
50 and 20.
I know how to do math. That's $130. You need 130. So we're halfway there.
That's what I meant.
Halfway there. Okay, I'm like, wait. I use my fingers and everything. I know how to do math. Guys, give me a break, okay? Like, seriously, what are we doing? All right, what we're doing is we're doing mutual aid, all right, for a local family in Indianapolis, all right, who is experiencing some housing insecurity, all right, and Carolina has been raising money for them. She needs a total of $500, and she did a fundraiser herself last night, and what she has left is about $260. All right, so far here we've raised 130 in total, so we still need 130 left. All right, the links are in Carolina's bio. Let's make sure that we are doing all of the good things, because again, I've seen you all do a whole hell of a lot more in less time. All right, I'm starting to think that you all not only don't like women, you don't like Black women or indigenous women. Because what the fuck are we doing? I really want to see here. What are we doing? I'm being honest. All right, I didn't want to mom you all, but here we are. Let's keep the good times going, all right? The links are in Carolina's bio. She has all three, which is pretty freaking awesome. Okay, please check out the links in her bio, guys, and let's go ahead and knock this out. Let's knock it out. I appreciate you all so very much. And we can keep a family in their house, then by all means, let's keep a family in their house, guys. All right, if this doesn't apply to you and you can't assist, by all means, tap the screen, share the live, do all of the good things, guys. Thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all. All right, Nemo, you want to keep talking to him? Have fun. I'd like pick it up, bro. I don't want to take a nap in the screen, cause like on camera, cause sometimes like I'll sleep with my mouth open. It's not pretty, and sometimes I talk in my sleep too. So there's that. So
I mean, like if you want to, if your primary reason for liking Donald Trump is his foreign policy, Donald Trump is probably one of the most destructive presidents that we've had in the last, I don't know, at least 50 years when it comes to foreign policy. So I genuinely, I don't understand how you can point to Donald Trump's foreign policy on pretty much anything and say that he did a good job, because he just hasn't. He hasn't. Like our relations, our trade relationship, but also diplomatic relationship broadly with China is in the toilet. It's only getting worse. This is the century of humiliation for America. China just finished their century of humiliation. That's what they call it. And now we're welcoming ours in. They took all of our customers, like the trade war that Donald Trump kicked off back in, what was it, 2018? When he kicked that off, we lost. We lost that shit because China is able to do wars of attrition when it comes to trade. They're better at it. They don't give a fuck. And I'm not a China simp, but it's the truth. They're beating us. Donald Trump doesn't know how to navigate that shit. And we can't just bounce back from that. We've alienated the people that we're supposed to be closest with, because we put blanket tariffs on the entire world. Yep. And so the entire world was like, okay, well, America sucks, so we're just going to trade with other people. And those other people, it was China. It was China. China was just sitting there waiting. They were like, hey, guys, yeah, I know that America just flipped everybody off. Wow. By the way, I'll make whatever you want. So that's where we're at. We've alienated our allies. They don't trust us.
Nope.
Like who?
The entire EU?
Canada?
The UK just let
Mexico?
US to use their bases against Iran.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure they're still perfectly fine.
I have an important update, Erica. Carol, thank you so much. She just sent the last 130.
Thank you, Miss Carol. Awesome.
Thank you so much, Carol.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all.
Drop all other hearts. We need a gajillion, bajillion, like whatever number Bubba be saying, hearts in the chat. All right, for Miss Carol. That is so freaking awesome. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Miss Carol. Awesome. Miss Carol's like A1 since day one. She's freaking amazing. Thank you so much, Miss Carol. Appreciate you. All right. Let me see here. Thank you. So I'm so glad. All right. Awesome. I'm glad you met your goal,
Awesome.
Carolina.
Thank
That's
you,
fucking
guys.
awesome.
I love
Fucking
y'all.
awesome. Y'all are great. Thank you. Okay. All right. Nemo, you were saying, hold on. Someone just put in the chat that the U.S. has cut ties with Spain. Now I have to look into that. What are we doing here? And guys, drop the hearts in the chat for yourselves too. Just drop hearts in the chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. What the heck is that about? Cutting ties with Spain? That's not good. All right.
I haven't
Also,
heard anything about that.
the UK
I've not
isn't
heard
a part
anything
of the EU,
about.
by the way.
I've not heard anything about Spain cutting ties with the US, and even if they did, that would be such a
Yeah, I have
terrible.
it from Reuters, actually. It says Trump says U.S. will cut all trade with Spain over military bases and defense spending because Spain refuses U.S. military base use for Iran strikes. Trump cites Supreme Court ruling to justify potential embargo. Spain's exports largely include olive oil, auto parts, steel, and chemicals. So yeah, it was just announced about about an hour ago. That they're going to cut off all trade. He says, quote, Spain has been terrible. And he said this in a meeting with the German chancellor, adding that he had told Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent to cut off all dealings with Spain.
I'm going to play the video right here.
Like Spain has been terrible.
He loves that word, terrible.
Some of the European, like Spain has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain. Spain, first of all, it started when every European nation, at my request, paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases, and that's all right. We could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But they were unfriendly, and so I told him we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people, but they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%. I don't think they would have agreed to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain.
Oh.
I'll be honest. I for half a second before I saw that caption, I was like, "Is Hillary about to say fuck?" Because like I got excited there for a second.
Yeah, she slapped the table. What the fuck are we doing? The man doesn't make any sense whatsoever. All right, it's crazy how we didn't have these problems prior to him taking office. Like, when did Spain become a problem?
Because they're not paying their fair share.
Okay, do you know how NATO spending works?
Yeah, everyone's going to be spending 5%.
Okay,
GDP.
spending 5% where?
Yes, on what? What are they spending? What where?
On defense.
Where does the money go to? He's Googling it. It's okay.
NATO, I'd assume.
But it's not even that. There was no mention of anything about not paying.
Exactly.
He's literally saying he wants to cut them off for not allowing the military bases to launch attacks on Iran. Like,
because they don't want any parts of it, which is their choice.
Right, he said it.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you seen how far Spain is away from Iran?
It doesn't matter how far or how close they are. They have a choice, and they chose not to assist the U.S. in its war against Iran. That's their choice.
Okay, and they found a way around it.
But why is Trump, all right, why is Trump cutting off trade, cutting ties actually with Spain because of it. He's vindictive. Why are you supporting a person that is spiteful like this? Like, that dude shouldn't be trusted with the nuclear codes.
And listen, as an indigenous person whose people were colonized by Spain, I got no love for Spain. But they're extremely unproblematic in this scenario. So it's quite odd.
This is different.
I mean, it is what it is. They're not paying their fair share, so they're getting pushed for it.
When you say not paying their fair share, I need you to please explain. You said 5% spending, defense spending. Okay, where does that go? Please explain how this works, because a lot of the time red hats don't understand how NATO spending works.
They're domestic defense and NATO.
Okay, so you were correct on domestic defense.
Answer? That's the only thing you were correct on. So 5% of their own GDP on their own defense budget, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. There is no like collective NATO fund, right? A lot of Trump supporters, and I think Trump himself literally thinks that's how that works. It's not at all how that works. So
I've been mistaken. There.
Yeah.
I've understood it differently.
Okay. Well, I mean, like you were right on the first half about how military spending works. Whenever it's like, hey, all NATO countries need to be at 5% spending for defense. What that means is your budget for your country that you do every year or whatever that your government does, you want to aim for 5% of your GDP.
Exactly.
Okay?
That's it.
That's how that works.
Yep.
So it's not like there's a NATO army or a NATO whatever.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's reasonable.
Hey, chat. Go ahead, Nemo. You got it.
No, go ahead.
Chat, drop your favorite hashtags in the chat. You know my favorite hashtag is divorce. All right, so hashtag divorce, hashtag Trump 2028, hashtag MAGA. All right. Matter of fact, I haven't done this in a while to myself. I do it to other people. I do it to myself. Blacka, 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 blacka. Blacka, 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 blacka. I actually think I have all of blacka blocked. So there's that. I don't fuck with those people. Blacka, blacka,
and if
blacka,
not,
blacka,
they
blacka,
have
blacka.
us blocked.
That's fair. Blacka, blacka. Ugh, I feel so gross. Okay. All right. Trump supporters, get in the box. Request up. Because Gucci, I love you. That's why. All right. Request up. Get in the box. Let's have a conversation. All right. Let's have a conversation and talk about all the fantastic things that Donald Trump is doing. Like this. Did you all know that there were people that the Trump administration, that Donald Trump himself had in mind, all right, had in mind to actually take over in Iran, but he's so fucking incompetent and has assigned incompetent people that they killed them in the strikes? That's reporting from New York Times right now. Hey, how stupid do you have to be? You got to be Donald Trump stupid is what you have to be. All right? Because what in hell are we doing here? We're going to read this together, class. We're going to read this together. If I can click on the buttons correctly. There we go. No one thinks that's like funny? I think it's funny as fuck. Not that people died.
Wild.
I just think that it's just so indicative of who Donald Trump is. He's not smart. Right? He's a fucking bull in a china shop. He's just stupid. Good grief. Could you all imagine felling upwards as he has? Oh my gosh, we'd all be president. It's crazy.
Praying for his dirt nap is a crazy hashtag.
I see that. Shout out to you. The ship that's, oh, hi, ship that sells at midnight. Hello. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So President Trump said on Tuesday that officials in the United States had eyed as potential new leaders of Iran had been killed in the U.S.-Israeli bombing campaign. As the war in the Middle East widened, he said that the worst outcome would be that whoever takes over Iran could be as bad as their predecessors. This mother effer is saying the quiet parts. The U.S. is really, really bad at regime change. All right. Like, QZ, because you care about this a lot, right? And this is why you're still supporting Trump. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you name a time? I think we already asked you this question, but can you name a time in history where the U.S. facilitated a regime change that actually worked, that was beneficial?
I haven't studied it, so no, I can't.
Okay. Because it hasn't happened. I think I'm repeating myself, which is okay.
Yeah.
But
Carolina already said that.
It has definitely never happened. We're really bad at it. You know, we actually tried this before in Iran. Do you know about that?
Yep. And I can definitively tell you, QZ, that it's never happened because colonization and destabilization of the Americas and secondly of the global South is my academic specialty. So it's never, ever happened.
Hey, Carolina, would you say that Panama is an example of one that worked out?
It did not work out. I think and it depends on what people are using as metrics, but as an Indigenous person who is pro-Indigenous, pro-Black, and considering the conditions of what those groups experience in Panama, no, it did not work out. It worked out for some elites.
Makes sense to me. So, nope. Didn't even work out in Panama, which is the one that people love to put on a pedestal and say it worked in Panama. Okay, let's look at like the other thousands of examples that we have where it didn't work out. Iran.
Yeah, the income inequality actually was exacerbated by that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, off the top of my head, I think that the closest you're going to get to an example of regime change or nation building working is going to be World War II. And then it's kind of like a situation because with Germany, you know, rebuilding after that, yes, America was kind of involved, but also Germany was split in half for a while after that. So that's a little weird. With Japan, you could definitely say that Japan, because we basically wrote their constitution after World War II. But that's maybe about as close as you're going to get to like an example of, I guess, successful regime change. I can't think of any others.
I think the issue, even with World War II, Nemo, is that the impetus was not regime change. It was a result of the ending the conflict. Oh,
That's
sorry.
A fair point.
It was a result of ending the conflict.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
I'm reading about this. This is very interesting. I actually want to continue to read about this. All right, QZ, I don't know. You want to hang out, you can hang out, but boring. I say that kindly.
I mean, let's read it.
What do you say?
Let's read what's happened.
One moment. Hey, Brooks, do you know that you're up on the panel on a TikTok live? Brooks, you're a teacup and you don't know the year. Okay, bye. Okay. All right. If you meant to request back up, you can come back up. Okay, so let's see here. All right, speaking to reporters at the start of a White House meeting with Chancellor Friedrich Merz of Germany. All right, Mr. Trump doing something. Mr. Trump claimed that Iran had been about to attack its neighbors. A lie, a fucking lie. All right.
How's that a lie?
A lie? When did they say they were going to attack Israel? Show us a time in
Why
history.
would they openly
Israel.
say that they're going to attack Israel?
Tell us when. All right. What threat did they make to attack Israel?
Have
when
you
has
not
Iran
seen
struck
the Iron
first?
Dome being used against Iranian missiles?
When has what the hell what he just say, y'all? I'm sorry, I didn't hear him.
What did he say? Because the State Department this weekend literally just admitted they had no evidence of a credible imminent threat. And so that throws out the notion that it was a preemptive strike.
Yeah. And it can't be preemptive if they've been planning it for months. Because Israel came out, their defense minister came out and said that. So how is it preemptive if we've been planning it for months?
Oh, I'm not understanding the question.
I'm so sorry. It sounds like you're mumbling. I can barely hear you. What did you just say?
I did not understand the question.
Okay. Okay. How was it a preemptive strike because of a threat from Iran if the Israeli defense minister came out and said that the U.S. and Israel have been planning this attack for months?
Israel are attacking Iran. Yeah, it's been preemptive.
You got it, Nemo.
I'm starting to think.
Am I not understanding it or what?
Yeah, I don't think you're understanding.
There was no threat. Hi, Elizabeth. Are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Okay, love. I'm gonna let you down, but thank you so much for being here.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Have a good night, love.
You too.
Awesome.
There's always been an active threat from Iran to Israel. Have you not? Have you? Yeah, they've literally been saying chants of death to America, death to Israel, and death to the West.
Yeah,
right. And I
saying
support
chants, that's not an active threat.
It's really not. And also I think that like we're all adults enough and have critical thinking skills enough that we know that do you know where that slogan came from? Like what year it was first used?
When?
The Death to America chant?
When?
It came from the 1953 CIA attempt at a coup, or actually successful, which reinstalled. Yeah, sorry.
Operation Ajax.
Yeah, which reinstalled the Shah, and it was specifically down with the United States intervention. So that's what Death to America means. Like we have to understand that slogans have a broader implication, and it's not overly simplistic. So, for instance, I'm an indigenous woman of the Americas, right? This is my land. I agree with the sentiment, Death to America. I would love for the United States imperial government to fall. I would love to see the return of lands to my people and reparations for Black people. Does that mean that I'm trying to unalive all Americans? No, it does not. So we have to understand what context means. And additionally, I'll land with this. There are videos dating back to 1995, over 30 years, of Netanyahu repeatedly stating that Iran is on the brink of a nuclear BOMB, weeks away, months away, days away. That's been over 30 years at this point.
All right.
So there you go.
That doesn't mean that they're not making it.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm sorry, what? Huh? What? That doesn't mean that they're not making it? Okay.
Yeah. If they're days away for 30 years, I'm starting to think that they're probably not making it.
And sometimes intelligence is wrong. Have you not?
For 30 years? If your intelligence is wrong for 30 years, I think you might just be a little bit wrong.
Yeah. Or
that's what happens.
I think you might have the opposite of intelligence.
We need some new intelligence. But I mean, also another thing that we have to take into account is what was their uranium enrichment level back in 2018?
Can't tell you.
You couldn't tell us? Oh.
No.
It's about 3.6%. You want to know why it was at 3.6%?
Why?
Because they were a part of the JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, an agreement that the Obama administration, so President Obama, worked with Iran to come to, easing some of the sanctions on their trade, right? Easing some of those sanctions, allowing them to, trade with the world once again so they can make some money. They started like lifting the restrictions that they had on their citizenship or citizenry, however you want to put it. Yeah, they were doing okay.
Yeah,
they were doing okay.
Why would you openly work with terrorists though?
Did you just say why would you openly work with terrorists?
Yeah.
What do you define as a terrorist?
It's not even about that, but like, do you know much about what happened during Donald Trump's first administration? The reason why I ask you is because you're only 19 years old.
No, to be honest, no, not really.
Oh, okay. Donald Trump literally negotiated with terrorists. Have you heard of the Taliban?
Yeah, and they pulled out.
You heard of the Taliban?
Afghanistan. Yeah.
Okay. Have you heard of the Doha Agreement?
Probably. Kind of rings a bell.
Yeah, the Doha Agreement was an agreement that Donald Trump made with the Taliban, actual terrorists. Like, what's one principle, well, not even a principle, a tenet of the United States of America? We do not negotiate with
terrorists.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
okay,
they pulled
we
out
negotiated
of
with terrorists
because if I am correct, the Bush administration, they first entered Afghanistan back in 2001. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too sure. This is what I personally think. Back in 2001, they entered Afghanistan, and then Trump he wanted to leave. That's correct. Am I wrong? The war it was expensive to maintain. Why would you continue
war, so he negotiated
to go
with terrorists instead of
why would you
negotiating with the
continue a
Afghan
war?
government?
Why would you continue a war if it's
Are you listening to the words
so
that are coming out of
expensive?
your mouth?
Yeah, why would you continue a conflict where it's getting so expensive with little result?
With little
Why would you
result?
continue that? Yeah, why would you continue that?
Bruh.
Well, it was a Republican president who got us into that conflict in the first place. But I do have a quick question for you, QC. Are you familiar at all with the terrorist actions over the past, I don't know, century for almost a century for Israel and a couple of centuries for the United States?
No.
So you're not aware of what the United States has done to indigenous and black people in this country?
Yeah, obviously in the past they've...
Right. No, sorry. The apartheid is ongoing.
I personally don't think that, but that's not what I'm
hearing. Oh, well, lucky for you, I'm an actual indigenous person who can tell you that my people are very much still affected by the ongoing apartheid and oppression and denial of rights and broken treaties for my people.
That's not what I'm here
my point going there is that the United States is a terrorist nation. Israel is a terrorist nation.
Why do you still live in the US then?
Because it's my land. You think that I should leave my land? Is that what you're advocating for?
No. I thought you said you were South American.
But this is my land. And also the United States has been destabilizing Latin America since the 19th century. So I think this is the reason why I wanted to point that out real quick, beloved. The reason why I wanted to point that out is because it seems like you have a very skewed concept, a very biased concept of what terrorism is. And so when it impacts people who look like you have an issue with that. But when it impacts people who look like me and the host, you're okay with it. And that's my issue with you.
People that look like me. You've been racist now.
I think I was calling you racist.
She can't be racist, but she was.
I never said I don't have an issue.
It's okay. Shout out to Jody. Thank you so much, Jody, for the $10 over on the PayPal. I appreciate you, love. Draw some hearts in the chat for Jody, y'all. Draw some hearts in the chat for Jody. All right, let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. Let's go ahead and knock out the caps. It looks like we have 10 more of those to go, so let's knock those out. Also, continue to tap the screen. In regards to likes, where are we? We're at 161. Guys, tap the screen. All right, I need you to type with one hand and tap with the other. Tap the screen, y'all. How you do it? Tap. What Hector say? Tap it. I'm not saying that shit's crazy. All right, just keep tapping. Tap the screen. Let's get these likes up to 250,000. All right, stretch goals. Okay, stretch it out. Tap. And continue to show all the love to Carolina and to Nemo while they're here. Make sure we run their gifts up. I don't know. The afternoons are just kind of slow, guys. I ain't gonna hold you. I think because people are working. That's why I'm not sure how it works. But let's do all of the good things. Nemo, Carolina, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to allow Nemo to have this conversation, right? Because the reason why is because You're going to end up with a gray streak of hair if you continue to try. Just want to let you know that.
Yes, Nemo,
So,
get him.
Yeah, I already have plenty of streaks. Yeah, dude, I don't really know what it is that you're arguing at this point. The United States supports the majority of the world's dictatorships. We have no problem working with terrorists. I mean, Erica brought up us negotiating with the Taliban for a very specific reason, and that's because
and that was to leave Taliban. That was to leave Afghanistan even.
Right. But the reason that it was brought up is because we spent 20 years in the mountains of Afghanistan, a country that is referred to as the graveyard of empires.
Yep.
The graveyard of empires. We spent 20 years there building a government. We had a government there. Then proceeded to negotiate with a terrorist organization that then supplanted that government almost immediately after we pulled out. And
no. The Taliban, they already had all major cities of Afghanistan during that time, and that's why they wanted to pull out, because it would just be improbable. It would just be unreasonable to keep on fighting.
Okay. I mean, if you want to make that argument, fine. Like, it's almost irrelevant, because the point is we were still negotiating with terrorists, right? Also, Saudi Arabia exists, right? Like, Saudi Arabia is the country where the majority of the hijackers on 9/11 came from. They were majority Saudi, right?
Yeah.
And Saudi Arabia has definitely involved itself in one way or another with an awful lot of things over the years. The current leader of Syria, if you want to call him a leader, whatever is going on in Syria right now, is a former leader of Al-Qaeda. And we kind of put him there because that country finally collapsed when Assad pulled out. By the way, we were indirectly assisting ISIS in Syria while we were there, because it was a means to an end. ISIS was fighting Assad. We were also fighting Assad. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's a Muslim proverb, ironically enough.
Okay, but that's not used. You can still be two enemies fighting one enemy. I don't get it.
So the broader point is that the United States will work with terrorists. We absolutely will. I mean, personally, I think that the Israeli government, especially under Netanyahu, is literally just a terrorist organization.
Nemo,
1,000%.
Do you recognize the inconsistency in his logic? I think that is the theme today with the Trump supporters. All right, you're inconsistent in your thinking, right? You say I tell you about the JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, and how Obama negotiated with Iran and what happened once they did it, once we all agreed to be in that deal together, right? So the Iranian nuclear deal, right? You say, well, do you think that we should be negotiating with terrorists? I'm like, well, hey, let's look at Donald Trump, because Donald Trump actually did that. And you justify it, though. You find a problem when Obama did it, all right? You do. When Obama did it to stop them from making a nuclear weapon, okay, to making a nuke, okay? You find a problem with that, yet you don't find an issue with Donald Trump doing it to end a war that you say was going nowhere. It's like, why can't you be consistent, all right, and stay on track with your logic?
Because with Iran, President Obama, he allowed for, as you said, the enrichment of uranium. Okay.
He didn't allow for the enrichment of uranium. Their uranium, that deal
what you
was
do
signed.
when
Actually, no, that deal went into place in 2015. All right. When it went into place, they were at 3.67%. When Donald Trump took us out in May of 2018, what level? All right. The limit was actually, I'm sorry, Fish Bashing. You're absolutely right. Can't forget that. It's not that they had it enriched to that amount. The level that they couldn't go above was 3.67%. Right. So when Donald Trump took us out of that deal, what happened to Iran's enrichment levels.
You're muted, Kuzi.
Sorry, what was that?
There's no
what
way.
happened to Iran's enrichment levels?
Yes.
Yeah. How would you measure it?
The IAEA measures it.
Did they allow the IAEA
uranium is an element, right? It's an element on the periodic table, and you bombard it with neutrons. And once it gets once the isotope reaches a certain level of uranium-235, that would be the enrichment level.
I'm not too sure if they actually allowed the IAEA into Iran.
They did allow the IAEA in there. The IAEA was not only allowed to go into Iran to inspect their nuclear facilities, they were allowed to show up unannounced.
I'm not too sure if they were.
They were, and this is according to the IAEA, which I mean, in case you don't know, that's the UN.
If you pull it up now, that the IAEA actually went into Iran and inspected if they had passed their limit, I'd say I'm wrong. I'll say I'm completely wrong. I'll admit it.
Can you say that again?
Because
you need to enunciate. I know you have an accent, but enunciate your words, please. Thank you.
Yeah, speak the kings. Come on.
I said I will admit that I'm wrong if you prove me wrong. That
wrong about
Iran
what?
did not let them. If Iran did not let them enter to see if they have nuclear weapons or not.
Okay.
If they pass their nuclear enrichment limit.
I'm just pulling it up here. Yep, there's one right here.
Matt just sent me a message. He said, "It's a Tuesday, isn't it?"
Tuesday.
Oh God. Tuesday.
Some beans and toast. I can't speak British.
Would it be funny if I said Tuesday, September 11th?
I think it was actually a Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday. It was a
yeah,
Tuesday.
Exactly.
It was a Tuesday.
So, like, would it be funny? I mean, I'm kind of impressed that you nailed the day of the week on that one. Yeah. I mean, if you think that it bothers Americans when you make 9/11 jokes, you clearly don't know us because
you don't
we elected a guy.
I'm not trying to bother you. I'm just.
Well, I mean, we elected a guy who literally bragged about having the tallest building in Manhattan.
He did do that.
While the Twin Towers were on fire.
He did do that.
Right.
That motherfucker.
Okay.
That, bruh. Yo. When I tell you. Okay. All right. What's this? Page 3. Okay. I just gotta make sure I get the right page and where we're at here so I can show it to you. Okay, that's me. I can't see with my glasses on, but here we go. Reply. And then we gotta see it. Okie dokie, artichoke. Okay. Hey, at the top of your screen, I know you can see this. You can read this. All right. I'm gonna highlight some letters for you. All right. Can't highlight it, god damn it. But right above where it's highlighted, what are those letters?
IAEA.
Okay, all right. The IAEA, all right. That's what we've been speaking about this entire time. They were the ones who were doing the inspections, correct?
Yeah,
okay.
That's not the topic that I brought up.
What is the date of this?
Can't read it.
It says November 22nd of 2018.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Fantastic. Let me make sure I get it for you. Okay, activities related to enrichment and fuel. It talks about it right here. I'll even read this one for you. Okay, all right. Okay. It says, at the fuel enrichment plant at Natanz, there have been no more than 5060 IR-1 centrifuges installed in 30 cascades, which remained in the configurations in the operating units at the time the JCPOA was agreed. Iran has withdrawn 33 IR-1 centrifuges from those held in a storage. All right, one moment, guys. Don't know why I got that. You so damn boring, QZ, that I got a darn going thing. Hey, chat, pick up the pace. It's 962 people up in here. I'm going to need you all to tap the screen. Continue to share and repost the live. Give us some energy. Give us something to work with. Okay? Come on. Hey, be quiet. All right? Give us something to actually work with here.
Whoa.
So there's that. Excuse me, I was talking and you literally started talking. Please be quiet while I'm speaking. I'm going to go back to reading. That means I'm talking, so you're still going to be quiet. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. I was here. Okay. So Iran has withdrawn 33 IR-1 centrifuges from those held in storage for the replacement of damaged or failed IR centrifuges installed at FEP. All right. That is so, again, that's the fuel enrichment plant. I'm reading this one, so you can't say what comes before it or what comes after it, because I'm going to read that one too. All right. Then it says, Iran has continued the enrichment of UF6 at FEP. Iran has not enriched the uranium above 3.67% U-235. Throughout the reporting period, Iran's total enriched uranium stockpile has not exceeded 300 kilograms of UF6, enriched up to 3.67% U-235, or the equivalent in different chemical forms.
Okay, what does it say about nuclear weapons?
You stupid
They
idiot.
don't have nuclear weapons.
Fucking dummy.
So QZ, this is the way that it works, okay? I'm going to make it super simple, okay? So
he's 19, pretending that he's smart. It's crazy. Right?
There's like
has so much to
3
learn.
big categories here. Category 1 is for nuclear energy, like nuclear power, like making the lights go, generating electricity.
Yeah, this is related to fuel.
Yes, that is 3.5, 3.6%, okay? Category 2 is for research purposes and medical equipment, like medical stuff, right? Because occasionally you need radiation for that type of shit. That is anywhere from 20 to 60%, okay? 20 to 60%, all right? Category 3 is nuclear weapons. That is 90% and up, all right? That's the easiest way to understand it, okay? So,
is there a category 3 section on this?
Why
here?
Sorry?
That she's showing now.
So, what Erica's reading off to you, these are reports from the IAEA, that's a UN org, whose sole job is to track how nuclear stuff works, or nuclear compliance, right? So, the agreement was made that Iran could continue to enrich uranium at 3.5 for electricity. They were allowed to do that as part of the agreement. Plant. Exactly. That's fine. That's reasonable. Nothing wrong with that. And in exchange, we would lift sanctions on them because we didn't want them to get nuclear weapons. We were worried about that. And they said, okay, how about you lift the sanctions, we let your guys come in, inspect our shit, and you agree, oh, hey, everything's above board, it's all at 3.5, nothing shady, and you leave us the fuck alone. That's what was done. That was the Iran nuclear agreement. And these reports, they're quarterly reports. The IAEA, these guys were allowed to show up unannounced to all of their facilities. And they did so over 400 times in, I think it was a single year, but it could be whatever. And at no point was Iran ever out of compliance during that period from 2015 through to when we pulled out in 2019. And then, oh, what do you know? All these other things happen. But then they start enriching.
Don't move forward yet, Nemo, because within this report, again, from November 22nd of 2018, all right, it says here, all right, the study, like this inspection found no enriched uranium has been accumulated through enrichment research and development activities, and Iran's enrichment research and development with and without uranium has been conducted using centrifuges within the limits defined in the JCPOA. Down here in the transparency measures, it says Iran has continued to permit the agency to use online enrichment monitors and electronic seals, which communicate their status within nuclear sites to agency inspectors, and to facilitate the automated collection of agency measurement recordings registered by installed measurement devices. Iran has issued long-term visas to agency inspectors designated for Iran as requested by the agency, provided proper working space for the agency at nuclear sites, and facilitated the use of working space at locations near nuclear sites in Iran.
QZ,
Okay.
I
what
gotta,
about
wait, QZ, I have to ask you at the, wait,
when...
QZ, 1 second. I have to ask you at this point. I never really expect for Trump supporters to concede. I understand that ego is a thing, but at this point, literally everything you brought up regarding this particular topic has just been obliterated by Erica, myself, and Nemo. And so, like, do you maybe want to try another point, because it's starting to get a little embarrassing for you? I'm just curious.
I mean, I did bring up the fact that what's your stance on Iran? What's your current stance on Iran?
I do not support regime change. I do not support U.S. imperialism.
Same.
Okay.
Ever.
So you want the Ayatollah to stay in power?
I wonder how
he's dead now. He's dead now. But you wanted him to stay in power. Let's say.
No, I wonder how you all get that from that. If I say I don't support
because you said you don't
change, if I don't support, hold on, let me, excuse me.
Yes,
thank you.
Yeah,
Let me just like flesh it out for you. Okay, if I say, all right, that I don't support U.S. involvement in regime changes, how do you then get from that I support the Ayatollah?
Because that's typically what you do. You can say you don't like.
Yes,
how...
I can. I can't say that. I can't say. I can't say that I don't support U.S. being involved in regime change. All right, because I think that is up to the people to lead the revolution. People should lead their own regime change. All right, so the people of Iran, all right, will lead that change. It's not for the U.S., Israel, or any other foreign entity to get involved at all.
The same regime that's been killing its own citizens, who's been protesting.
So that's not how that works, QZ. But also, I already asked you. No, hold on, QZ. So I already asked you earlier. Give me one example in the history of the United States that the U.S. has gone. Hold on, QZ, wait. I asked you earlier to give me one example in the history of the United States that the U.S. has gone in to enact a regime change and ever left the country better than it was when they got there. There are no examples. So I'm not saying that there are other mechanisms by which, 1 second, the United States does not have a vested interest in helping the people of Iran. They only want the resources and to expand U.S. imperialism for themselves and for Israel. So yes, unequivocally, I stand against that. Is that easy to understand?
Okay, but that's how geopolitical strategy works.
What?
I think you need to. I'm going to give you a list of countries real quick, and I want you to look them up. Afghanistan,
I know
Libya.
every country in the
1 second.
world, so
I'm going to give you a list of countries: Afghanistan, Libya, Iraq, Nicaragua, Honduras, Chile, Panama, Guatemala, Cuba, Venezuela, I mean, I could keep going, but I think that's an extensive list. And I want you to look it up, and I want you to tell me how the United States helped those countries, because there isn't anything.
Like I said, it's all about geopolitical strategy.
Geopolitical strategy for what, though? What is it that they're doing?
For domestic interests. And
how is it in our domestic interests to strike Iran?
Because they've actively been supporting terrorist groups such as Hamas, Houthis, Hezbollah, and Al-Shabaab. All of which who are against Israel, the US, and the West, by the way. The ones that...
What has Hamas or Hezbollah done that has anything to do with the US?
Israel is a key ally of the US, and
that's
Hamas
not
have
America
openly...
though. That's not America though, dude. Like,
okay.
I get the point that you're trying to make, which is that, oh well, Israel is a very close ally. They're a partner in the region, and if they are under attack, then that by proxy means that American interests are under attack. That's the steel man of your argument. That doesn't hold water here, because Donald Trump and all of his sycophants in this country for over a year prior to the election, which I know that you're not here, or like you weren't listening at the time, whatever. It was America first. We don't need to involve ourselves all over the world. We don't need to be the world police. No new wars. We shouldn't be fighting all these different wars. Blah, 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 blah. We should be peace. Genocide Joe. Blah, 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 blah. All that shit. Right? That's what we heard nonstop. This motherfucker comes in and greenlights the G side that Joe Biden tacitly greenlit. Donald Trump actively greenlit it. And then proceeded to do all sorts of fuckery all over this planet, involving us all over the goddamn world. I mean, when it comes to Joe Biden, I have plenty of criticisms of Joe Biden and his foreign policy. I think that he was too slow on Ukraine, and I feel like, I mean, obviously, you know, Israel, that was a shit show. But one thing that I will give him, one thing I will consistently give Joe Biden when it comes to foreign policy, is our drone strikes went through the floor. One thing that you can check me, fact check me. I encourage almost 1,000 people watching right now, fact check my ass. All right. I know I got a great beard, but you don't gotta believe me. Fact check me. Okay. So Joe Biden had almost no drone strikes comparative to Obama and Trump. All right. I think that for Obama and Trump, the number is in the thousands. So it's like either 2,000, somewhere around that for each one. For Joe Biden, it was less than 500 in 4 years. That's crazy. That is something that we should be proud of, because the drone war is fucking insane.
Yep.
Donald Trump did more drone strikes in 4 years, in his first 4 years, than Obama did in 8.
Yep.
People called Barack Obama the drone striker in chief. Donald Trump outpaced him in half the time. He also changed reporting requirements on those drone strikes. So we don't even know the number of civilian casualties for any drone strike that was done by the CIA, or, well, I mean, it's mostly the CIA, any intel agency. Military is different. Those have to be reported. But the other ones don't. He changed the reporting requirements on that.
Exactly.
You could say with Obama, did he do a lot of drone strikes? Yes. Were there fuck-ups? Absolutely. There were still reporting requirements that he made. Like, he raised the bar and said, we are going to try and track the number of civilians that we unalive. We're going to try and track this. So you can give that to Obama, and you can say, well, Donald Trump said fuck that and then made it worse. And you can give Biden for all of his faults, which, again, I got plenty of criticisms on his foreign policy. One thing I will not criticize him on is drone strikes. That guy did the right thing with that. Donald Trump is reversing that right now. He is involving us all over the goddamn place. We're doing drone strikes. He picked it up almost immediately. We started doing drone strikes in Ethiopia and Somalia, or what was it? Ethiopia, I think also Somalia, and Yemen. Yes. So we're back at it. We're back at it.
Yep.
Yeah, and why would they not? There's Somalia and Yemen.
Why would they not? I don't know. Maybe he
place.
campaigned on not. Like that. Why would he not? Because he said he wouldn't. Because it's his supporters with a straight face and with all the sincerity in their Christian hearts said, "Oh well, we just want peace. We want to focus on America and get these veterans that we care about in this exact moment until the very end of this sentence. All those veterans that are sleeping on the streets right now, those we care about them. We want to get them off the streets. We want to spend that money here instead of sending it overseas to all those countries with the frauds and the people who aren't white. I mean, the people who don't speak English. I mean, the fraudsters. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to focus on Americans." And then what happened? What happened? Military budget goes to $1 trillion in his first year. This motherfucker just floated increasing the military budget for this next go round to $1.5 trillion, increasing our military budget by the biggest expansion in a single year than we have seen in generations. But Donald Trump, the peace president, the America First president, he wants to increase that military budget because, hey, it's the Department of War now, so we got to live up to the name because we're a bunch of insecure little jackasses who assault women and then pay them off so they don't talk, sign NDAs, threaten them with legal action if they dare utter a word. Pete Hegseth, that fucker who's not a single bit of qualification to occupy that office. Right. Not one. One. Ask anybody in the military, anybody. He retired as a major. He does not have any room whatsoever to be talking to 4-star generals. That is ridiculous. And he is now the top person in the military. That's insane. Insane.
Aw, who did that? We don't do no reporting around here. Also, we have a live visibility warning for the next 10 minutes. Nemo, come back on one of your other accounts, please. Thank you.
That is crazy.
No reporting. Okay. We don't do that around here. Thank you very much. Chat, let's keep it going. Let's keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all other good things. Let's get the likes up to 300,000 likes. Okay, all right. Carolina, give me one moment. QZ, take a breather. Like, just go in time out for a moment. Steve, are you a Trump supporter?
Definitely not.
You said definitely not?
Yep.
Okay, love. All right. You've been patient. I'll give you 30 seconds. What can we do for you?
I'm just listening to. Could I just ask what part is this other guy that's speaking from the UK?
He's from the UK, but no, he's not from the UK actually. Go ahead.
I'm from Latvia. I grew up in the UK and I migrated to California.
All right, okay. That explains everything because I mean you're talking about globalism and why would you not be a globalist and good to see Nemo back up. It was great listening to you.
Appreciate you, Steve.
Thank you.
All right. Hope you have a great day, love. Thank you so much for coming up.
Good luck.
Yeah, I like this Nemo guy. This Nemo guy goes straight to the point. I like him.
John didn't mean to request up. A lot of people seem to be requesting up, I think by mistake. Hey, chat, if you look at the bottom of your screen and you see two people, a pink and a blue person beside each other and it's grayed out, that means that you're in the request. If you don't mean to be in the request, go ahead and cancel. Just cancel it. All right. But if you are a Trump supporter, turn that pink and blue gray. All right. Let's do that. Let's see here. Because here's the thing. I got to go back to what Carolina said to you. And I will in just a moment. Cerebral, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just want to let everyone know that Nemo is a fucking pedophile.
Goodbye. Good day, sir. Y'all not gonna be satisfied until y'all get sued.
That was wild.
Crazy.
They're not gonna be satisfied until they're sued. I promise you. It's ridiculous. Anywho, what was I about to say? Oh, guys, keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. Let's get Carolina over 2,000 coins, and let's get Nemo at least up to, I guess, 1,000. Just do all of the good things, guys. All right, show TikTok that you want to be here. All right, I think we got about another hour and a half left in us before I gotta get ready for karate. I like karate practice. Also, tonight, going to be speaking at City Hall again, at the City Council meeting about the warehouse that was purchased here in my city, out here in the Greater Valley of the Sun. That's the Greater Phoenix area for those who don't know. And yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about the conditions in which the children are held in these facilities, which is absolutely deplorable. Talked about it with Nemo and Matt last night. Is psychological warfare for sure. They leave the lights on 24/7, guys. 24/7. And also, children aren't eating because they're finding worms in their food. So there's that. Like, you found a fucking worm in your food, all right? You're going to be, quite hesitant to friggin' eat it. Like, come on. So babies are losing weight. The girls aren't getting access to the feminine products that they need. Also, this is mainly happening at the Dilley Detention Center. It's happening at a lot of them, but the one that was profiled was the Dilley Detention Center down near El Paso, Texas. And remember, that's where the baby boy was sent. What was his name? The little boy, the 5-year-old with the Spider-Man backpack.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't want to say his name wrong. Liam. Thank you, Liam. All right, that's where baby Liam was sent. And Liam was sent down there. And remember, the kids staged a protest? And after they staged the protest, all right, the ICE agents were upset. So they took away their arts and crafts. So the kids don't have shit to do. And then they also only get about like an hour of school, right? An hour of school and it's worksheets. That's it. Like, what
are we great yet?
Are we great yet? The fuck are we doing here, man? Like, no, we're not great. This shit is just disgusting, is what it is.
It's beyond inhumane, and that's my issue with people who claim they care about regime change in other countries due to human rights abuses, but they do nothing and say nothing about the human rights abuses occurring in the United States.
Exactly. And that's what I was trying to tell the first guest who came up tonight, but he was simply a crash in. Right? It's like you're pretending to care about women and children in Iran, yet, and then he had the audacity to say that people are being murdered in Iran for protesting. All right. Was he lying?
50,000.
No, he wasn't lying. He was not lying. Yet we've had people here in the United States of America being killed for protesting. All right. Why do you care about one more than you care about the other? Because guess what? These things, in fact, aren't mutually exclusive. All right. If you're going to care about the death of people for protesting in one instance, then you're going to have to care about the ones in the other instance. And our civil liberties being stripped away from us. And then, like, we don't even have to go into history in this country of people being unalive for protesting. All right. Basically, state-sanctioned murder. Okay. The Klan, anyone? Yes, Malik. Selective empathy, which is wicked work. Absolutely wicked. I wish I had the time in the day to go over this study that was printed last year. Carolina, because of your work, you likely are familiar with it. And Nemo, just because you be knowing stuff, you're familiar with it. But they basically found that people with conservative ideology, all right, tend to lack empathy. And that's why they are so easily able to justify what is happening.
Yep.
Joey, are you a Trump supporter?
You invited me up here, by the way.
I know, I saw someone invite you. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay, for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
30.
Okay, all right. Why are you still supporting Trump? Give us your main reason.
My main reason is because he's the president, and then my other reason for still supporting him is because the other option would be Kamala. During the last election.
Her name is Kamala.
It's Kamala. If you can't say Kamala, you can say Miss Harris.
Right.
Okay. Well, I just gave my reason right there.
Okay. One moment, please. All right. So, QZ, here's the deal. Okay?
Yep.
Because you refuse to concede on anything, yet you have been proven wrong at every single turn. Like, Nemo just did an expert job.
Y'all muted me in the chat.
So.
Fuck echo chambers and fuck this live.
Okay, bye. You can leave. Like, what is happening?
Okay. Go ahead and add your mother to that list. All right, let me show.
You can add his mom to it. You can add his dad too. Both should have made a decision to flush. I wonder why some people don't do that. Like, just flush, all right? Then we won't have to deal with stuff like that. One moment, Zoran. Okay. So, as I was saying, GZ, you know what? I don't feel like talking anymore. I just want to tell you this.
He's saying, I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make. Because those are the choices that bitch-ass niggas make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
That's all.
So,
yeah. With that being said, QZ, please, 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 please. All right? I'm not even going to say read a book because it's actually evident that you have read some books, but like read more books. All right? Stop looking for confirmation bias and look at the entire picture. All right? Stop looking at effect, but also look at cause. I think that'll be very important for you to do. And it may actually even change your perspective, love. So there's that. All right, moving on. Zoran, hi. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hi, no, but was that a previous guy from the UK?
No, from Latvia or something, he said.
Yeah, because he had a British accent. I just wanted to say, people like him, he's a massive twat, and he probably drives a BMW.
You can't say twat, I think, because somebody got knocked down for that before. But you go now. All right, you go, boy. Hey, J Hood, do you know that you're here?
Oops.
I like that. J Hood, can you tell these people to stop hoeing me and tap the screen and share the live and do all the good things, please?
Oops.
That's all you're going to say is oops. Well, then you know what? You're going to have to figure out how to leave.
Girl, I'm trying. My bad.
I can't help you.
I was tapping the screen.
I appreciate you. Okay. I'm going to let you down.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm going to let you down. Have a great day.
I love you.
Thank you. Love you more, baby. Thank you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Miss J Hood, y'all. Drop those hearts in the chat. Alrighty. Let's see what we have here. Hi, Nonchalant. Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, love. All right. I'm going to go ahead and let you down, but thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great day. All right, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump. I was about to start singing. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Okay. We're only looking to talk to people who voted for Donald Trump or who support Donald Trump. Okay. If you are neither of those things, all right, please stay in the comments. All right. Because if I bring you up, I'm going to ask you to do a mod announcement. All right. And then if you don't do the mod announcement, I'm just going to mute you and make you stay here until you figure out how to leave. It's going to be really, really awkward. Oh, I have the study already. I have it saved. I already have it. But only looking for Trump supporters, guys. So only request up if you are a Trump supporter. All right. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. All right. Not Latinos for Trump.
Oh, if you're a Latino for Trump,
why do you hate yourself?
I love brown on brown violence. Come on up.
Why do you hate yourself?
Oh dear.
Make it make sense.
I love Trump so much.
What?
This Laura Loomer? Oh God.
I love Trump so much. I love Charlie Kirk.
Somebody come get their child. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, child, please go have an after school snack and leave the adults alone. What are we doing? Like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Chat. It's full of Trump supporters in there. That is wicked, wicked work. Why are Trump supporters so scary? Why don't Trump supporters want to, have the conversation? Hey, Michelle.
Look at this queen.
How are you, love?
Hello, my beautiful sister. Hello to the chat. Hello, Carolina and Nemo. I came up here to do a mod announcement because apparently there are people that are struggling and Black women's labor is not free. So here's the mod announcement. To the 918 amazing people that have joined us today, if you have not grabbed your daily heart me, I encourage you to click on the orange heart next to Erica's name. Listen, there's something that I want to share with you guys about grabbing that orange heart. Number one, you'll get access to amazing content, but the app actually rewards you for doing all the good things, as my sister loves to say. So when you click on the orange heart, not only will you be grabbing your daily heart me and contributing to the team, you also get points for leaving a comment. You get bonus points as well. So click on the orange heart and then complete all of the missions. You get additional points for that, and TikTok rewards you as the viewer for doing that. Please go ahead and share out the live. I do see that we have 130 shares. Don't spam share it. Just share it to 4 or 5 friends who you would think would benefit from the conversations that Erica and the chat, or I'm sorry, and the people on the panel are having. Support her live goals. We've got 3 of the 22 baseball hats. So if you guys can contribute to that, that would be awesome. And then, Erica, do you do superfans?
No, I don't do superfans. We have memberships over on the tube, though, if you want access to the
no
Discord.
worries. Yep, no worries about that. So please support her in that way. So if you can't grab the daily heart me, and thank you guys so much for doing that. I know sometimes with the conversations it gets very engaging and we forget to do all the things, but please make sure that you're always doing that and supporting her because her labor is not free. What do you always say, Erica? Everything is what?
Everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted.
There you go.
Accepted.
Thank you guys for doing all the good things.
I love Nichelle's mod announcements. And Nichelle, by the way, I'm going to be talking about Cuba later tonight if you want to come through.
I would love to, but if you are in the state of Texas, please make sure that you get out to vote today. We will be doing a live for the reaction of the primary today. And so, yes, I will try my best to stop by, but that's what we will be doing tonight for sure. Yes, awesome. But I
fingers crossed for Crockett.
I know, right? I know it's a big night here for Texans. Polls close at 7:00 Central Standard Time. So if you are in the state of Texas, make sure that you've done all the good things, the necessary things, your civic duty, and get out and vote. Okay, bye.
Great, thank you.
Who's hosting, Nichelle?
Smitty and I are co-hosting.
Okay. Oh, okay, bet.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome. Well,
we're gonna pregame it. I will first, and then because the polls close at 7. I thought that they would be doing some stuff prior to that. So we're gonna kind of pregame it, kind of tee it up for everybody, and then once the polls close and the counting starts and the different counties close, we'll be definitely getting reactions, and especially with people's reactions between Tallarico and Jasmine Crockett. It's gonna be a big night.
Awesome. Guys, make sure you're following Nichelle so you don't miss that, especially if you're in Texas. Make sure you're following her. All right. And again, like I like to say, let's do all of the good things. Thank you so much, Nichelle, for coming up and doing that mod. I appreciate you, love.
Always, sis.
Right,
always.
awesome.
Take care, guys.
Of course. Have a great night. Hi, Stacy. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hell no, but you muted me in the chat and I don't know why, and it makes me sad. I'm sorry.
Someone say something in the... Well, you can't because you're muted. Shit. Wait, I can unmute you from this phone. Here we go. Ba-dum-bum. Let me go ahead and do that for you. What about you, Kathy? Are you a Trump supporter? Your mama. Hey, as Swan would say, right? Your mother is probably watching, all right, some big black corn right now, getting her rocks off. And guess what your mother's gonna do? All right, she probably is cheating on your father with a black man right now. All right, and they're gonna give her an offspring that she can be proud of, because it's not you. It's not you.
Michelle would have just been swallowed.
They should have flushed. What happened to flushing? It is okay to flush. Oh, Stacy, you're unmuted, by the way. All right. Thank you for coming up and let me know.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Have a good night. All right. Trump supporters, get in the box. All right. Trump supporters, get in the box. Your pro swallow is wild.
I know. I'm crazy.
Me too.
True. It's true. It's true.
It depends on his diet.
Yeah.
If he has an awful diet, matter of fact, if he has an awful diet, I likely wouldn't be talking to him anyways. All right. So, I mean, there's that. Anywho, moving on. What are you about to say, Nemo? I'm sorry, huh?
Pineapples. But thank you, Joseph, for the PayPal. Thank you. You said, but thank you for your contribution on various lives for sometime. Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Shout out to Joseph. Drop some hearts in the chat, guys. Drop some hearts in the chat. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. I know you're likely at work, so you're likely working or you're just getting off. Not sure what it is that you're doing. I just want to thank you so very much for listening, for being here, and just for doing all of the good things, guys. If you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Truly Black and Proud. I appreciate you, love. Thank you. What was I about to say? If you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. All right. And if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat. All right. I think I got 10 because Phil sent 10 earlier with a house emoji. Carolina, so I'm sure that's for you. So I'm going to send that over to you on Venmo. Thank you for the caps, guys.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. So shout out to Phil and shout out to Fax. Shout out to Fat Still Matters. He sent $11.11. That's my favorite angel number. And said, just got my new shirt. Oh my God. I love it. Do all the good things. Steve, you have to wear it. When are you going to wear it? When are you going to wear it? Shout out to Steve. He got his shirt. I can't wait to see him in it. All right, now I'm going to have to make sure I wake up early and make sure I see him in it.
I'm waiting on that purple one, Erica.
You got one too, right?
The shirt? No, I haven't got one yet, but like I told you, when you get purple out, I'm ordering.
Oh, we have purple. We've been had purple.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So Erica,
I've been sleeping on it.
Yes, you have. Erica Effect, EricaEffect.com, EricaEffect.com. All right, where you can get your do all the good things gear. We also have mugs. We have a cool mug, and it says, "I am smarter than a Trump supporter." I am smarter than a Trump supporter. Go check it out.
I need to get that for my mom. I need to get that bug for my mom.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I love your streams. I've been watching you for a while. I haven't followed you. I'm 18.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you so much, love. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, get that mug for your mom. It comes in a 20. The white one comes in a 20 ounce and an 11 ounce, and the black one comes in 11 ounce.
Yeah, she absolutely despises the man. She actually got me and my dad Valentine's cards that says, "I love you as much as I hate Trump."
Your mom's dedicated. I love that. Shout out.
I know
she
that
mug.
Yeah, and my brothers both went to colleges in red states. One's still at college in a red state, and so she got them for them because like it sort of like corrupted their brains, and and we got it for my uncle. And he's very Republican, like has been since like 2016. And I have a video somewhere, and it's just so funny. He was like screaming so much, and then it was just so funny.
Well, shout out to your mom because she sounds fucking awesome. All right. I hope you take after her and just keep doing all the good things. Thank you so much for being here, Sam. I appreciate you.
Yep.
All right. Have a great night, love.
You too.
All right. Drop some hearts in the chat for Sam. All right. Trump supporters, where are you? Why are you hiding? I should turn the phone lines on. No, I'm not. All they're gonna do is call in and say the N-word, and I don't feel like dealing with that today. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like it. You know, some days you just don't want to be called a nigger. Okay, just to be honest. Some days you don't. You know, TLS, I should say. Are you a Trump supporter?
In the sense that he is our president, yes. I don't necessarily support his ideologies. There are certain things I do agree with. There are certain things I don't. But the only reason I did.
Okay.
So I voted for him primarily because I believed that he was going to do certain things that he stated he was going to do.
Such as?
Look at more opportunity for business growth within the United States. Different things like that. Not necessarily like, come out and, and
How's
be,
that going for you?
bigoted. No, it's not great. So that's why I say I support him as our president, just as I would support anyone who was in office. But I don't support the ideological issues, the bigotry, things like that. It's not my cup of tea.
Straddle the fence. Just let you know that. So, like, if the election were held today, you had to choose between Kamala and Donald. Who would you choose?
I'd still choose Trump.
You still choose Trump?
So
I believe Kamala would be far worse for our country.
You believe that Kamala Harris would be far worse? You think that Kamala Harris would be devaluing the dollar with the awful economic plan of tariffs? You think she'd be doing that?
I don't believe
think that
that
Kamala
aspect,
Harris would have
but
made a $1.3 billion for herself in her first year of presidency?
I believe she
Be
probably would have
honest.
made more. Yeah.
You think she would have made more? How?
Here's the thing. She is one that would have come in and caused a lot of divide between the United States, even more so.
Let's go ahead and pause
People
right
are
there.
delusional.
Yeah, let's pause right there, TLS. And here's the deal. This is why I will never apologize for saying that all Republicans, especially all Trump supporters, are racist. Because I think that you guys think that, just because you don't use the N-word or, wear like white sheets, that you're not racist. But you just admitted about his bigotry. So you say you don't support
Kamala
it.
has worse bigotry than he does.
One second, beloved. You just admitted that he has bigotry, and yet you say you don't support it, but it wasn't a deal breaker for you. So for me, anyone who is okay with racism is themselves a racist on some level. I'm just gonna let you know that.
I never said I was okay with the bigotry or it was not a big deal. What I said was,
I said, it wasn't a deal breaker. It wasn't a deal breaker.
Also, Kamala imprisoned the most African American people in California just for cannabis.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie. It's actual information. You can look it up.
I don't want to look it up. I want you to look it
Well,
up.
that's your obligation or not. So
no,
I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do.
I don't know why you all think that you can just make a claim such as that, all right, and then say, I don't have to prove that. I'm just going to say it. Like, no, we're not going to trust you, bro.
I said it's a factual piece of information.
It's not a factual piece of information, because if it were, then you can lead us to where the fact lies. Okay, so where does this fact reside?
On many different platforms. You can look it up. It's on government websites.
Where did you read it?
I can pick.
Your phone's breaking up.
If I go off here, then
if you don't mind me asking, TLS, all right, what race are you?
I'm Native American.
You're indigenous?
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
What tribe?
Choctaw and Cherokee.
Which one are you enrolled in?
Choctaw.
Choctaw of which one? There are two.
The Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma.
And you're enrolled?
Yes, ma'am. CDIB member.
Cool. What's your clan?
We don't have clans in Choctaw.
Okay. Well, I'm also Native American. And something tells me you're one of those white ones who got enrolled by descendancy. And
something tells me you'd be the same, because that's how we all are.
No,
that's how all people are enrolled by descendancy, man.
Yeah. Except I'm enrolled by blood because I'm Apache and I'm enrolled
by blood. It's called descendancy. That's what blood is.
Right. Except for if you had a BQ requirement, I don't think you would meet it. And that's my issue with people. I don't believe it. Well, then you're a coconut, and that's fine. But I personally am deeply troubled by someone who identifies as a member of my race and supports white supremacy. It's kind of fucking disgusting.
Support white supremacy. That's you putting those words into my mouth, man.
You do, though. You voted for Trump. He's a white supremacist by definition.
I'm an independent voter. So I vote for what I believe will be best for the country at that time. Now, here's the thing. There were a spew of lies that were given at the beginning of that. It's at that point in that situation, it was, in my eyes, my opinion, not anyone else's, one evil versus the other. Personally, I believe that this country should be run a little bit more differently, where we have
I think he's just anti-black. I think he's anti-black.
He definitely is anti-black.
I'm not. I grew up in an all-black school, man.
I'm sure you did.
I was the minority in school.
Yeah, you can still be
Spencer,
anti-black.
Oklahoma.
What are you talking about? There are black people who are anti-black.
all my friends.
Right, what are we doing?
Growing up, all my friends now.
Okay, sure. That's
Y'all
called
are wild.
tokenizing. You're just tokenize your black friends. So there's that.
No,
All
it's
right.
not. No,
Actually,
it's
yeah, it
y'all putting
is.
words in people's mouth and someone saying, "Hey, that's
No,
not actually the facts."
that's tokenizing.
Here's
You
what's
put
up.
your
Just like
black
you said
friends
with
in
me in my
front of
article.
you. You just put your black friends in front of you to say, "Hey, I can't be anti-black. I got black friends." So
And
that's
that's
what you
not the
just did.
that's not what I'm saying. She said that, and I said I grew up in that. That's different.
Then you just said all my
doesn't mean
friends are black.
anything.
You just said that. You just tokenized them.
I said yeah.
Like,
That's a factual piece of
you're
information. Why, if I'm
defining
anti-black, would I be
tokenism.
hanging around that situation?
You're defining tokenism for us
Yeah,
right
you
now.
are. And
It's
TLS,
called answering a question. It's
I
called a
know,
trap question.
TLS, 1 second. So, like, what has Trump done for Indian country?
Nothing.
Right. So you voted against your people's own interest.
No, he hasn't done anything against them either.
Oh, really?
Not in my state, at least. I don't know. I know that Obama did. I know that Biden did.
Yeah, they
But
both
Trump, what has
improved
he done negative
relations.
toward them?
Yeah, Obama and Biden both improved relations with Indian country.
No, they shut down the pipeline.
Right, that was
Bruh, you
going to
all
be
over the place.
detrimental.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day
I'm
Saints.
mentioning what she's bringing up.
The
She's
pipeline was
talking
going
about
to be
Trump did this, Trump
detrimental
did
to
that.
our communities.
Name something that Trump did against.
Oh, let's see.
And then
There are current...
provide us as an article with it as well, or
Aren't
something.
you asking
That's
for
what
a
we
source?
need, right?
I know you kidding.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what's needed here. So
No,
it's a simple
made
Google
claims
search.
here that you haven't substantiated. How do you have the audacity?
That's what I'm saying. I can Google
unmitigated
search
gall?
it just as easy as y'all can too.
Okay, TLS, are
is
you aware of the cuts that were made to not only the BIA, but also the Bureau of Indian Education, also workforce development in Indian country? Are you aware of any of those? Are you aware of the encroaching on sacred lands in Apache territory to try to take that away from us? Are you also aware that the racial profiling has led to the arrest and illegal detainment of several federally recognized Native Americans? Are you aware of any of that?
I've heard some stories, yes, but that's, well, when I talk about it, I'm referring from personal. I was saying, okay, well, within my tribe, I haven't seen any. We've been on under attack from our current governor, but that's the only thing I've seen.
Which is a Republican.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Which I'm not arguing, saying, hey, well, he's right because he's a Republican. Absolutely not. That's why I register as independent. It's not about what side you're on. It's about your morals, your ethics, and how you carry them out.
Correct, but you choosing to vote for a white supremacist while you're allegedly a citizen of a sovereign nation.
How is he a white supremacist when he has multiple African Americans that back him?
Yeah, no, that doesn't mean anything. We have bootlickers in all of our communities. But anyway, so are you aware of the Great Replacement Theory, TLS?
Not enough to where I could say I'm educated on it, no.
Okay, well, it's a white supremacist conspiracy theory that suggests that there is an incentive to try to get more Black and brown people to outnumber the white race in our country. Donald Trump, as well as several of his officials, have been on the record that they believe in the Great Replacement Theory.
I don't know, but so you're saying that the white supremacists think that there is a movement to get rid of white people? Is that what they're saying?
Correct.
Well, that's dumb.
And they also think that we're somehow affecting their low birth rates, which I would never procreate with one, so I don't know how I could affect that.
I think that is outlandish that they would believe that.
So your president believes in that and has been on the record saying he believes in it. So that's just one example, but by definition, that would make him a white supremacist adhering to white supremacist ideology.
Well, if that is factual information, I cannot argue against that. And that is something that why I stated at the very beginning of when I came in. I said I do not believe his ideologies. But since he is our president, I will support him, just as I would support any other person that is a president, because that's just what
I do find it odd. I'll let everybody else jump in, but I just got to say, as an Indigenous woman, I do find it very odd that you would support the colonial government that is still occupying our land. I am very troubled by that.
I also said earlier, I think our government should be run differently. I don't think there should be one person put in such a high position of power. I don't believe we should have ancient people running our Supreme Court. I believe there should be change. There should be something different. But right now, as an individual, I cannot change that. So I do my best to adhere to what I can and make the best decision I can. My one vote is not going to swing it, but those one votes added up.
But
Eventually will.
your one vote is actually indicative of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who actually think like you. All right. So there's that. So you did assist in getting Donald Trump into office because you did vote for him.
If there was a better candidate, I would have voted for them.
You don't have to support the person just because of their title. All right. His title is President of the United States of America because that is his job. Yet Donald Trump is doing a bad job. Therefore, you don't have to support him.
I don't disagree with that.
If you say, of course, right, then
I
why
don't
are you
disagree
still
with
supporting him?
That's the thing. So okay, here as it's more so okay, we're in this as a nation. We have an elected official. Now, if he did something that was enough to get him impeached, that'd be one thing. Let's go for it. But at the same token, you are a person. You're a person in this church.
I need you to be quiet. You're not saying anything smart. No, because you think about what you just said. You said if he's doing anything to get himself impeached, he did. Be a different story. He was impeached in his first term. The Senate just chose not to basically convict him,
remove him.
All right,
because there has to be evidence and factual information that actually provides.
There's evidence and factual information provided in both chambers. All right, it's just that it's left up to a vote, a 2/3 vote at that, so a supermajority. Okay,
and so that's another issue with our governmental system where we the people are not in power.
How do you think to change the governmental system by voting in a person like Donald Trump? All right, what are you, an accelerationist?
No, I wouldn't say that, no.
And so how do you think that you are going to change the structure of our government for the betterment of the people, to give the people back more power, all right, by voting for a person like Donald Trump? In fact, I'm going to do something. I'm going to give you 2 whole ass minutes to flesh this one out. 2 whole minutes. I gotta hear this.
I wouldn't say voting for him is that route, but what I'm saying at that time that he was the better of the 2 evils, and that was the situation. If there was a better candidate, I would have voted for them. I think there needs to be a little bit more community uprising and the protesting, peaceful protesting, and where we stand with the government, not where we stand against each other. And I know right now it's a lot of heavy racial bias, but it is heavily because of ICE and everything like that. It's terrible. It's a bad situation. You know, there's things that our president should be doing to curtail those issues. But as a Christian man myself, I move along in a factor of, okay, we are this country. We are where we are. I'm going to pray and I'm going to do.
I'm so sorry. You go against your own tribal beliefs and you go by the white man's religion?
I'm sorry that I found Jesus.
Jesus has nothing to do with indigenous. Jesus has nothing to do with indigenous people.
One moment, Carolina.
Yeah, Jesus has to do with everyone.
My bad.
Go ahead.
Jesus has to do with everyone, and that's besides the point. I'm not here to push my religion on anyone. What I'm saying is, as a Christian man, I believe, you know, we pray for our leaders. We do what we can for who's in power at that time. And then we pray that God leads us to a different direction, if that is not the direction we should be on. Right now, that's where I'm at.
All right, you yield your time?
Yeah.
That was a whole bunch of malarkey.
Maybe to you, but not to me.
All right, tomfoolery.
Maybe to you.
Right?
You want to be a radio guest.
If you let them shenan, all right, they're going to shenan again. What the fuck was that? Okay, like you mentioned the structure of our government needs change, all right? And then you say, well, you know, not like that. Okay, so whatever. Then you say that Kamala Harris all right, was the more evil of the two, but you can't point out how she was more evil. You can't do that. Then you say, well, Donald Trump, actually, no, you haven't. You haven't. Kamala Harris actually had thousands of cases. Excuse me one moment. Kamala Harris had thousands of cases come across her desk. Only about 43 of those, I will put max 45% of those, all right? Not 45%, 45 of those max were actually found to be guilty. And if they were sentenced to a longer sentence, it's because they had an additional crime tacked on to the smug charge. All right, typically a violent crime, such as aggravated assault, attempted murder, manslaughter, murder, so on and so forth. Okay, so there's that part. All right, and you still ain't provided your proof. So again, okay, I think you might want to leave that one alone. No, because here's the deal. All right, if you can't substantiate your claim, buddy boy, then I'm gonna need you to stop making them. With that being said, let's continue on. You still haven't proven how she's the worst of the evils or more evil than Trump. And again, you mentioned his impeachment, saying, well, maybe if he did something to be impeached. Dude, what are we talking about? He tried to extort the president of Ukraine. All right, he was impeached for that. Have you forgotten about the insurrection? Like, have you forgotten about January 6th? Okay. All right, what are we doing? All right, you're talking about being a fucking Christian. Oh, I'm going to keep going. Talking about being a fucking Christian, but yet you voted for a man, all right, who cheated on his first wife with the second wife with the third, and we all know that he cheated on the third wife after she became a brand new mother with a porn star. We know that part because he paid her off via his attorney and then called his repayments to his attorney, all right, legal fees. Said that they were a retainer, but never could provide said retainer. That's why he was then found guilty of 34 counts of falsifying business records, and he was found guilty of it, so he's a convicted felon. We have that. Oh, let's also talk about how you as a Christian voted for the man who was found civilly liable for fucking sexually abusing a woman. That's what he did. The fuck are we doing here?
This is my issue too. Like,
you're fucking hypocrites is what you are. You're just hypocrites. You make absolutely no sense whatsoever. None. He was back. Fantastic.
He's in the chat.
And I want to say this
sorry,
before you
must have
start
kicked me
talking.
because
Wait,
I was trying to go get a link
TLS.
for you guys.
Yeah, TLS, before you start talking, this is my issue. I don't police what other people choose to believe, right? Especially people who come from the other side of the globe. That's the old world. That's part of their history. But when my people buy into that religion, knowing how it was forced on us, knowing the G-side we went through, knowing how they tortured and raped us in order to accept Jesus Christ, the Savior, like, I cannot trust you as an indigenous person because I firmly believe that you are the scouts. I firmly believe that you are the scouts that worked for Custer in trying to hunt us down. I firmly believe that you will always go against your own people because you are so easily swayed by the colonizers. And that, to me, I won't police anyone else, but when it comes to my community, that is reprehensible.
Let me set that straight here. The people that came in were not doing that in Jesus' name. That was not a Christian. It wasn't.
I'm going to leave it at this because I don't want to focus on the Bible. I really don't. But
you just made that claim.
Hold on. There is no mention. There is no mention of our people or our continent or our hemisphere. So it was never meant for us, and it is antithetical to the indigenous belief system, which believe that the earth is our life source and not and higher being. Like, so I'm going to leave it at that, but it just is evidence of how colonized you are and why you would be so willing to vote for the people who oppress us.
Here's also, it does say in the Bible that the word should be spread out to all the lands.
You're wrong. Sorry.
No, I'm not.
I've thoroughly studied all religions. You're wrong.
I'm sure you're just a genius. I
am a cultural anthropologist who specializes.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay,
like
I have read it multiple times.
Just read the Bible.
I've read it multiple times. But anyway,
maybe you should read the English Standard Version so you can understand it better.
Yeah, I've read it in English and Spanish and Latin.
No,
Maybe
there's
you
no
should be a
hypocritical
hypocrite.
action
It's
here. I'm
actually a
standing
lot
on
of
I'm standing on my
hypocrisy.
10 toes right now.
It's a lot of hypocrisy
It's not a
in regards
it's
to
not
what you say you
hypocrisy.
believe versus what you actually do.
I don't
So
have to
there's that.
believe. I don't
Yeah,
have to believe
there's
in
that.
my native my
I ain't talking about your. I'm
my
not
native
talking about your
indigenous family
indigeneity.
beliefs.
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
that. I'm talking about the religion that you say that you claim
Christian.
to
Yeah, and I
follow.
said I don't agree
Yeah.
with the ideologies of our current
You don't.
president.
I don't agree with his ideology, guys. I don't agree with what he thinks or what he does. But you know what, guys? I definitely support him. That makes no
Would vote
fucking
for him
sense
I
again.
supported
whatsoever.
Obama.
And
I
then
supported Joe
say
Biden.
that
I
I
supported
would vote
every
for
single
them
president that we've
again.
had. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the crazy word.
what I'm telling you.
Hey, hold on. I want to thank the nice people in the chat. All right, that's what I want to do. Okay. Also, guys, let's get over 10 more subs over on the tube. If you're not subbed on the tube, let's get there. Then we'll be at 4,800 subscribers and we'll be so freaking close to 5,000. So let's go over on the tube. If you're not subscribed, by all means, please do. Sometimes I post like member only shit. You never know what might happen over there. Wait, member only is what you pay for. Anywho, guys, subscribe. Okay, just do it. Like get a sticker or something. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All right, I try here. I'm a one lady production. Okay, it's a lot. All right, it's a lot. Anywho, shout out to. Make sure I can say your name. Ingrid, thank you so much, Ingrid, for the 10. Ingrid said for being the goddess that you are. Oh my God, I'm framing that. Thank you so much, Ingrid. Drop some hearts in the chats for Ingrid, y'all. You're fucking awesome. Thank you. Also, thank you so very much to Amber for the 10. Amber said, I don't know about y'all, but I'm real fucking sick of this lesser of two evils argument. And is, all right, there was only one evil and it damn sure wasn't Kamala. Preach. Preach. Drop those hearts in the chat for Amber, y'all, because Amber told the fucking truth. Okay, there's that. All right, there was only one evil, and it wasn't Kamala Harris, which I don't understand because they never can say exactly what it is that she did that was so bad. They make up stuff that they can't substantiate. And also, shout out to you, D. Shout out to D for the order over on the Erica effect. Looks like you're getting yourself a mug, the smarter mug. Shout out to you. Thank you so very much, guys. All right, show some love in the chat for all of our donors and also all of our supporters. Thank you so much. If you like your Erica Effect tea or a mug, by all means, visit the ericaeffect.com. All right, and guys, don't forget to take care of Nemo and Carolina while they're here. Do all of the good things, and everything is appreciated. Animals definitely accepted. Links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. I appreciate y'all. Nemo, Carolina, do you have anything to read off?
Not yet. Not since the last time yet.
I have one. Let's see here. One pixie. Thank you for the demo. Said, thanks for keeping entertained throughout the day while I work at the pharmacy. Happy to entertain. Happy to entertain.
Awesome. Fantastic. Keep it going. Also, I want to hear Carolina say thank you. So let's do all of the good things, guys. All right. Make it happen. Make it work. And yes, I have stickers. All right. If you are a part of the fan club, that means you sent your daily heart me. I don't like the fan club because I don't have fans. All right. I have supporters. I have people that I love. I have loves. All right. If you're a love, all right, and you send your daily heart me, you get the stickers. They're right here and they're fun. I made them. My favorite is help me. Like right now, I'm going to play it for you right now because he's getting on my damn nerves.
Help me. Help me. Nigga. Help me.
See, I like that one. That was fun. I have a sticker for it. It's right here. All right. So that's fun. Also, sometimes I say all right a lot. I typically do it if I'm upset. So I'll be like, all right. God damn it. What are we doing here? All right, then so there's that, like just to end the point. I think I need a Tiz It Tiz All sticker, but I haven't figured out how I want that to look, you know, graphically. There's Do All the Good Things sticker. I might rework that one. Also, Tio Julio time because everyone knows I love tequila. I like my tequila, but I haven't had it in a week. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. And also we have the infamous, what the fuck are we doing here? Cause guys, what the fuck are we doing here?
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna put you onto some mezcal, Erica, and then you can get like
I've
me.
had mezcal before.
I
like
love
it, but I like tequila more. The añejo is better for me. All right, it's only so much that I can drink. You know, I can't drink vodka anymore. Can't do the browns. It's a lot going on over here. I'm getting old in my old age. Anywho,
my go-tos are mezcal and vodka.
I'm so sorry. What?
Go ahead, Carolina. I think I overspoke you.
No, I was just saying my go-tos are vodka and mezcal.
I'm so sorry. Are you eating?
Me?
Yes.
I stuffed my face real quick with a piece of chicken. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you. All right. In real life, I mean some.
What I said, I was just saying those were some rough mornings after the brown and brown vodka or brown liquor and vodka.
Yeah.
Is that why you had to stop? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's rough. No, so I will jump off here. Let someone else come on. I appreciate the time. Like I said,
Are you about to skedaddle?
I think
someone actually does have a question for you though.
Oh, okay.
Michelle wants to ask you a question.
Also, real quick, Sarah, thank you so much. I did just check. Thank you.
Drop some hearts in the chat for Sarah, y'all. All right. Hey, Michelle.
Hi, it's me again, your friendly mod. Listen, now there are 1,000 people in the chat, and that is so amazing. We appreciate you guys coming to hang out with our good friend Erica. However, her labor is not free, and like she said, she's got loves. So if you love her and you have not grabbed your daily heart today, please, I would encourage you to click on the orange heart up by her name. Fun fact, TikTok actually rewards your engagement. So if you complete all of your missions by clicking on that orange heart, thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Seti. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you, Jay Diamond. And so make sure when you grab your daily orange heart that you complete out your missions. You get 30 points for leaving a comment that's respectful. You get 1 for sending over the gift. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Gigi. I would also like to encourage you guys, if you're able to support and help her meet her live goal. We've got 17 now hats that have been sent out of the 22, so we'd love to close that out. Thank you, Jay. Thank you all of you guys for sending the daily heart meets. It's really important that we stay engaged. TLS, before you go, listen, I wasn't going to request backup, and I wasn't going to bring faith into this, but I do find it alarming, especially with the rise of white Christian nationalism. I too am a Christian, and I 1000% do not support Donald Trump. I think there are so many hypocrisies there, right? Where the Bible talks about, the fruit of the Spirit, right? Being able to judge the tree by its fruit. It's not so much about what a person says, but what a person does. And I guess I'm struggling with the fact that, based on your faith, and you can separate the two. I do every day. But I think it's interesting that, was your faith a big part of you supporting Trump? Or what? Or was that something separate?
No, not Trump
okay.
himself. It's so
Okay.
my thing is the position, and that's what I've tried to make clear. Like even when Obama, even when Joe Biden were in office, I supported the position. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, hey, I support Trump. I'm not like, oh, Trump is the savior that comes to.
Right. I don't think that either.
No,
Right.
absolutely. I despise his ideologies. I don't think he is a good man. I do not agree with that. What I do is I support his position, the position of President of the United States POTUS. So
Yeah,
I will
but
pray
even
for
his
that position.
positions, right? But even his positions go against our faith fundamentally, right? The Bible clearly indicates.
Not his
Yeah,
positioning personally or his ideology in that,
no,
but
no.
the
His
position of president.
political, his political positions, though, right? The Bible says to render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's and render unto God what is God's. So
Right.
I understand that. However, his political positions are literally are opposed by the tenets of our faith, right? To
But it
feed the
does say
hungry.
to obey the laws of the
Well,
land, does
it
it
does
not?
say to obey the laws of the land. However, Jesus also flipped them tables in the temples too. Okay.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
So again, if we're just going by his policies go against what
yeah.
the tenets of our faith say, right? To
No,
feed the hungry.
I
Hold
completely
on,
agree.
let me finish. Feed the hungry, and then they cut off the SNAP benefits and Medicare in the government shutdown last fall, when a whole bunch of people effed around and found out, right? To be kind to the stranger. Look at what he's doing with ICE. His policies fly in the face of the tenets of our faith. And so
Right.
that's the part that I'm struggling with. Like, even if you, because again, I believe it was Carolina or someone asked you that if the election were held today, right, you would still vote for him. So that's the thing I'm struggling with. And I have been
I think the
fighting
reason I would
against
vote for him is because I
Christian
know where
nationalism
it's at.
for years now. I have been fighting against this rise in Christian nationalism for years, and I am a Christian. I feel like our faith has been weaponized, and I feel like it's doing harm to the immigrant community, to women's health and women autonomy, to racial relations in this country.
Yeah, it makes it a lot harder to witness and to actually like show like you are a true caring, like someone that believes in faith and understanding and grace. It really puts you between a rock and a hard place as a Christian trying to witness and be that, because you're automatically tied into like
But
those
here's
ideologies.
the thing. I'm not in a difficult place. I sleep very well at night knowing that I'm
like when you're
fighting
trying to
against that.
witness.
No, right? What we bear witness and we do something about it, though, right? Again, Jesus flipped tables in the temple. He wasn't.
Sometimes you have to break a few eggs.
He wasn't a punk. He wasn't a punk. He stood for. He sat with the prostitute. He ate with the sinner and the leper. Right? He goes. Let me tell you something. And if Jesus showed up today, ICE would go after him and call him a criminal.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I think I would encourage you to stand up and do the right thing.
No, I've even like during this talk, I've said I don't agree with what's going on with ICE. I think it's a racial bias that's
TLS, but there is a hypocrisy here. There is a hypocrisy. The Bible calls that being lukewarm. See, I know the Bible in and out. I was raised in it.
What are you doing to go to stop ICE then? Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. You are what we would call a lukewarm. You're lukewarm. Okay,
and who are you to judge? Who are you to throw the first stone?
Oh, I'm not throwing the first
stone.
You
have no idea who I am.
I listen. I am doing what the Bible says, and I'm judging you by the fruit.
Judge not, lest ye be judged.
I'm judging though. TLS, please listen to her. And I'm just gonna say this one thing and let Nichelle finish him. Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish him. TLS, I think as Nichelle pointed out, the disturbing part about this is I could understand almost, not really, but if you voted for him and were like, yeah, this is really bad, I regret it. But the fact that you said you would vote for him again, Nichelle is landing her point.
To be honest, I probably wouldn't vote. If when it comes down to it, because I wouldn't want to vote for Kamala and I wouldn't want to vote for him. But am I voting for RFK? Who am I going to be voting for?
Matthew 7:16 for the 1,000 people in here. You will know a tree by its fruit. It's a biblical proverb that talks about judging a person by their true character, faith, and intentions. They're revealed by their actions, not their words or their appearance. I'm not trying to jump on you. I really am not. I understand the scriptures about judging. You can read it for yourself. Matthew 7:16.
No. I just want you to reiterate it to the 1,000 people.
You are supposed to judge a person by their true character, faith, and intentions, and that's revealed by their actions and behavior, not their words.
Ooh, are we doing
not their words?
So right now, what are we? What is the main course of?
I am encouraging you.
So are you doing what you're?
Absolutely, absolutely, I am.
No, ma'am, you are not. You are judging me based off words, not by my works.
I am. Your works said that
my works have not been shown to you, ma'am. I do not know you, nor do I know your works.
Did you not vote for Trump? Yes or no?
When it first started, yes.
And when Carolina asked you if the election was today,
clarify that?
You said that you would vote again for Trump.
No, I said, did I not just clarify that?
And then you said that you would just disengage instead of doing the right thing. You disengaged and you said that you wouldn't vote at all.
Who would I vote for? That's the thing.
That's up to you.
Vote for Kamala Harris. It's not that fucking complicated, dude. Dude, I swear to God, I have been sitting here listening to this apathy from you. Whenever you present a really good argument about how Donald Trump is a fucking fascist, I don't have a rebuttal. I'll just say, I
started off saying
him. That, I don't support all of his policies. I didn't know this at the time. Yeah, okay, cool. Except that goes down the drain when you said you would vote for Donald Trump again if the election were held today. Now, you then retreated, as Nichelle pointed out, you retreated to, you just wouldn't vote at all. Well, that goes back to that other verse that was brought up to you. King James, O Lord, Revelation 3:16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. You are too scared to take a position because you understand that you backed the wrong horse. You don't want to admit that you're wrong, but you're too proud to back a woman.
Plenty
You're
of times.
too proud to back Kamala Harris. Pride is the deadliest
No,
sin.
it's not because she's a woman.
Pride
dude.
is the deadliest sin.
Yeah, see, this is the problem. People put words in people's mouths. That's why there can't be open discourse.
There is open discord, but the
No,
problem
because
is
every
no.
time
Hold
I
on,
speak, it
hold
gets
on,
twisted.
hold on. No. Hold on. And I swear to you, I wasn't going to come up here. I'm trying to encourage you. I'm trying to tell
Oh, I
you,
appreciate it.
you are in fact lukewarm. Now that is something that you will have to reflect on, and you will
man,
have to deal
you
with.
are as well,
However,
supporting someone that supports killing children.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
No, listen. So now what you're doing is you're pivoting, and you've been called out because of the
I
fruit.
just called you out for
the
another
fruits
thing.
that are
That's
hanging on your
the same
tree.
what was going
The
on.
fruits that are hanging on your tree. Okay, and now you're upset about that.
No,
All
no,
I'm
no,
telling
no.
you.
I'm talking about the fruits that are dying on yours.
No, they're not. They're not
By
though.
supporting someone
I'm
that would
out
kill
here
children.
every single day. I'm out here every single day. Anybody who knows me, fighting for indigenous, fighting for people who have been harmed by ICE, fighting for women's autonomy, fighting for the rights that are being derailed for the LGBTQIA community, fighting for our environment.
Autonomy
I'm
begins with the
fighting
decision to
for
conceive or not to
listen,
conceive,
first
right?
of all, you're not about to drag me down that road because I will crush you with that. Okay. First of all, God
You can
gave
brush
us
me
a
off your own
choice. It's
bleach,
called
yeah.
hold on. Since you opened up Pandora's box, let's go there. God gave us free will. He for like you said, you chose Jesus. He didn't choose Jesus for you. You chose Jesus. Don't get me to preaching today about a woman's right to choose. Okay. We can make the choice. God does not impede on people's choice. Don't twist up. That's what
Thou
I'm talking
shalt
about.
not
The
kill.
weapon. That's what I'm talking about. The weaponization of our faith. Don't take that out of context and try to fit your narrative. The fact that you voted for a pedophile, okay, that's on you.
There's no proof that he's a
That's on
pedophile.
you. That don't reflect that back on me. I'm a red letter Christian. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, my Jesus flipped tables in the temple. Don't
Your
do
Jesus
that.
wouldn't vote for abortion, though.
Don't do that.
Jesus wouldn't vote for abortion.
He would tell you to not be a hypocrite. He would tell you to check the log in your own eye before you check the speck in mine. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You don't even
He would tell
know
you
the
the
word.
same thing, man.
Again, I would encourage you to do some self-reflection before you come up on a political panel and try to use your faith to back the fact that you voted for Donald J. Trump.
I would encourage you to look a little bit more
Deal
into
with
your
that, because I
faith,
can
man,
promise
because
you,
a Christian does not
my
support someone who
actions.
believes in
I
murder.
can promise you, my actions show exactly what my faith says. And
I'm sorry, I was getting a call and it interrupted you. Would you mind repeating what you just said?
TLS, 1 second.
I missed what she said.
I know,
'cause was
1
getting a call.
second though, 1 second. Even though you claim I haven't read the Bible, I have. What passage talks about abortion or unborn children?
It talks about murder and killing.
Nope. Wasn't my question. What passage
It's
talks
the same
about?
thing, man.
No, it's definitely not. But what passage?
Okay, well, let's not try to modernize the Bible to
No,
today's
because
time,
there
because the
have been,
abortion
wait,
wasn't happening
TLS,
during
be
that
quiet.
time. Yes,
there
it
have
was.
been multiple ways to perform abortions throughout history.
Do you have notation of when that first started?
Oh
Back
yeah,
in, before biblical times.
I can get that for you. But real quick, can a fetus survive outside the womb?
At a certain age, yes.
Okay.
In vitro
So, but
fertilization
here's the
test
bigger
tube
problem
children
with
have survived
that.
outside of
The
wombs.
bigger problem is that you care more about a collection of cells that is not fully developed than you do about actual children who are being
That's not
starved,
true. That's not true.
terrorized, and having
There you
funding
go again,
taken
putting
away
words
from
in my
vital
mouth.
programs.
There you go again, putting words in my mouth.
Okay.
I never
didn't.
said anything
So,
about that, and
I have
you
a
are now
question.
stating that I believe that.
Yeah.
That is what's wrong with this. There's no open discourse.
I think it's very
You
open.
are tying me in with a other group of people that believe something that I do not believe.
The host has a question.
So my question would be this right here, because I was sent this earlier. Thank you, Amanda. You didn't have to do that, but thank you, Amanda, for the 5 for sending this. I actually was sent this earlier by one of my YouTube mobs, but thank you so very much. I was just waiting to bring it up because I thought we'll talk about it during some downtime. But this right here, right? Military commander tells troops bombing Iran is part of God's divine plan. One commander had a big grin on his face while saying Donald Trump has been anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran, a service member said. This is of Huffington Post report. All right. What happened to the separation of church and state? Also, since when does Jesus condone murder? That's what I want to know. Since when does Jesus condone murder?
He doesn't. And that man does not speak for Christians.
But you still support him.
PLS, but he does. That's the problem.
I mean, maybe he does, but
let
he
me
doesn't.
finish.
He
You
shouldn't
keep
be the
interrupting.
voice for all
You
Christians.
keep interrupting.
You do have to let her
The
finish.
problem is, to Erica's point, he does. This is what we mean when we say elections have consequences. It's not just about the top of the ticket. It's about Kristi Noem and her horrible, inhumane treatment of the immigrant community. Okay, it's Pam Bondi and the way that she wouldn't even acknowledge the victims, the survivors of the e-files. Okay, it's Pete Hegseth and what he's doing to the military. Okay, it's Sean Duffy refusing now and pulling people who aren't, and I quote, okay, English proficient off of their rigs. And now you've got hundreds of truck drivers who've been pulled off of their jobs and they can no longer support their families. It's all of it. He does represent the administration. Yes, he does.
No, he represents the administration, but he does not represent Christians, is what I said.
Did you not hear me say that Christian nationalism, white Christian nationalism, is on the rise now? Have you?
Yes,
Have you
I've
not
heard
read
you say that.
Project
And here's the thing:
2025? Have you not read Project 2025 and the Heritage Foundation?
How do we counteract that? Do we do you think that both sides will agree on, pure Christian people that would be elected? Do you think that would be possible?
TLS. Wow. Whoa. First of all, I want to say this real quick before I lose my thought. Number one, that's scary as shit, especially as an Indigenous person to hear that. I'm really disturbed by you. But real quick, the first recorded, yeah, you're a coconut. Anyway, first recorded evidence of induced abortion is from the Egyptian Ebers Papyrus in 1550 BCE. That was a long time before the Bible. Okay, go ahead.
And where's the validation besides an online
TLS,
group?
I'm a Christian and I don't want that. This is what I mean when I say the weaponization of our faith. They should be left out of it. We don't have a national religion. We don't have a national. Jesus Christ, can I finish?
It's cutting out. I apologize.
We don't have a national religion. Okay, all faiths should all faiths. I don't care what your faith or non-faiths. I really don't care. Okay, but you have members of this administration who are pushing faith in military, in education, and into policy.
Yes, right. And it puts the
they try to do that in Oklahoma.
It puts the
they try to put the Bible in the schools,
and Donald Trump actually supported that. So there's that.
I didn't support that.
You didn't support it, but the person that you support does. The person that you voted for does.
I get that, and that was a mistake, and I've already told you that.
Right? You said that it was a mistake, but yet you still said that you support him today, and then also that if you did have to vote, then you will vote for him again. You said that.
Yeah, it was and that was plainly based off. Okay, I know this, and I know there's a way out of all of this. But I don't know what would have happened on the other side.
It wouldn't have been this. We wouldn't be at war right now with Iran. We wouldn't be cutting ties. We wouldn't be cutting ties with Spain. We would not. We would not be at a trade war with China and the rest of the world. We wouldn't have ice on the streets. Excuse me. Let me finish, please. Thank you. I mean, it's my panel. I just want a chance to talk, just a little bit, just a tad. Thank you. All right. As I was saying, we wouldn't have federal agents, ICE, and Customs and Border Patrol, protection, all right, roaming the streets as the president's own secret military police, so a paramilitary force, unaliving American citizens. Okay, we wouldn't have that. Okay, I think you need to consider those things. For you to say that you still support him, all right, just because he's the president, means that you're just giving a blind loyalty. Right? We wouldn't have commanders, so superiors in our armed forces, prophesizing to enlisted, okay, telling them that this is all a part of God's plan. That's wicked work. Telling them that the rivers will be filled with the blood of 40,000. Right? Come on, what are we doing here? We can't do that because I don't know if you served or not, PLS, if you served or not. All right, but one thing I do know, and I learned this from my cousin when speaking about Admiral Halsey, all right, is that insubordination, all right, is a crime in the military. It's a crime. So they can't tell their superiors that they don't want to hear that, all right, that they're not listening to them, because guess what? They can get in trouble. They can get knocked down. They can even get court-martialed. So there's that. I just really want you to understand what it is your support is backing. You don't have to support him because, like, what does he have to do in order to lose your support?
Him personally?
As the president, sir, what does he have to do?
I mean,
because obviously the stuff that he hasn't
he's
done.
lost my support as a person and things of that nature. My only thing is when I say support the position, I mean, I'm going to keep praying for it. I don't agree with what he's doing. I'm not supporting that him going out and doing all these things. That was what I was trying to make clear at the beginning. No matter who is in that position, I'm going to be praying and making sure that, hey, either we're on the right path, and if we're not, how do we get back there? And I pray that we get back there, because while yes, I did make a mistake with my vote, and ultimately, you know, a lot of people did that. So we're finding out that a lot of things he stood on aren't what he's actually he wasn't practicing what he's preaching. So that's a concern. But my position right now is to pray that we get away from these things, away from the bigotry, away from the divide, away from these things that are harming our citizens.
I have a question. I do.
Yeah.
Faith without works is what?
Unseen, it's blind. It's
dead.
It's
dead. It's dead.
No. Oh, I was just listing off different things. It's
dead.
Oh yeah.
You know that is dead. That is literally the scripture. Faith without works is dead. So you praying and are hoping me absolutely nothing, because your action, sir, was your vote. Your action in this instance is your continued support. You have to understand that. Stop trying to separate the two from each other to absolve yourself. Right,
I don't need an absolution from anything.
No, that's actually what you're trying to do. That's why you're shrouding the fence. That's why you say, I don't like him as a person, but I'm going to continue to pray for him, all right, in his office and as president. That's what you're saying, all right, because you're shrouding the fence. I want to tell you something. I think I want to tell you something. Here, listen to this.
He's saying, I don't hate you. Right. I just hate all of the choices that you make, because those are the choices that bitch-ass niggas make. Mm-hmm. That's all.
That's wise words from Cat Williams.
TLS, I just want to leave you with this. I mean, I'm not saying you're leaving, but
appreciate you.
Because, like, again,
he's gone.
It really disturbs me. I hope you're listening in the chat. Please read the book Shell Shaker by Leon Howe, Choctaw author, and then also The Removal of the Choctaw Indians by Arthur DeRosier Jr. You're an embarrassment to Indigenous people. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
And can I just, Erica?
Sure.
I was just going to finalize and say, again, for the 1,000 people in here, please support my dear friend Erica. As she says, do all the good things. And if you haven't grabbed your daily heart, please do so. Thank you, Slickback. I appreciate it. I know we get engaged in these conversations and we forget. TikTok also rewards you guys for doing that as well. Thank you for helping to meet her goals and sharing out the live and doing all the things. Listen, Erica, I will end this by saying I firmly believe as a Christian of separation of church and state. The reason that I responded the way that I did is because the weaponization of our faith has now turned into, horrible policy, right?
Most definitely.
And it flies in the face of what we're doing now. Granted, I support
Christianity has been weaponized since basically the pilgrims, the settlers set foot on this land. I mean, Christianity, Catholicism was weaponized to justify chattel slavery. All right, so like Christianity for a very long time. I mean, Christianity was also like weaponized to justify the Crusades. So it's always been like weaponized, and just hasn't been anything once touched by man. It hasn't been anything for the betterment If that makes sense. I'm not against Christianity at all. I'm against organized religion. I just want to make that no.
Me too. That's why I call myself a red letter Christian. And I feel like people like TLS, there are millions of them that voted in this past election and justified their racist ideology with faith, regardless of what faith. And that bothers me a lot. And that's why I wanted to come up and kind of push him. And like I said, that lukewarm is going to get you every single time. I wish I could have asked him, is he planning to vote in midterms, right? We've got other big elections that are coming up. I know.
Once
been interesting.
Once he answered the question, faith without works is blind. I'm like, get the hell on. Get the hell on. Like, you're not being genuine, bro. You're being dishonest right now, and I don't feel like doing it anymore. But yeah, but Nichelle, do you have anything
Nope,
else
that's
you want
it,
to
my
add?
friend. Nope.
All right,
Thanks for having me up, and I love the fact that all of your loves are doing all the good things.
Yes,
Continue
I appreciate you all. Thank you so
I'll
very
see y'all
much.
later tonight.
All right,
Take
of
care.
course. You can drop down
See you
yourself. It's
later.
fine. Thank you. All right, awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat for Nichelle. All right, Nemo, any final words, my friend?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot.
Yeah. Margarita, thank you for the Venmo. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, to your point about organized religion, there's this line in a movie that came out early 2000s, Kingdom of Heaven. I know it sounds crazy, right? Because it's about the Crusades, but I promise it fits. It's one of those profound ones. I have it written and I read it. I put no stock in religion. By the word religion, I have seen the lunacy of fanatics of every denomination be called the will of God. I've seen too much religion in the eyes of too many murderers. Holiness is in right action and courage on behalf of those who cannot defend themselves.
A word. Bloop. Literal weaponization. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Nemo. Guys, make sure you're following Nemo. Follow Nemo. He's awesome. All right. He's always on the best lives. He typically guest hosts. Oh, and he co-hosts a live nightly with one of my favorites, with Politics with Matt. All right. Shout out to Matt. Make sure you catch them all tonight. You guys are live tonight, right?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So do that. But thank you again, Nemo, for stopping by. I appreciate you, friend. I hope you have a great night.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
I'll see you later.
Peace, Nemo.
You can drop yourself. It's fine. All right. All right. Carolina? I always say it wrong. Carolina?
No, you said it right. You said it right. Yeah. Just thank you as always for being amazing and having this amazing space and allowing us to, engage in this nonsense. No, but also TLS, I do want to let you know that your tribe does have clans. They're called Iskas. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay that you didn't know. Yeah. It's okay that you didn't know, because I looked up the different clans. But yeah, I just want to say that people of color out there, regardless if you're Black, Indigenous, or other, voting against your own interests is never going to be beneficial. Individualism is not the way of our people and never has been. So you should be thinking about the collective. And yeah, other than that, appreciate you having me up today, sis. I might hold off and wait for my live tomorrow so that I can see Nichelle and Smitty do the primary one, and I'll talk about Cuba tomorrow.
Okay, that makes sense. But thank you so very much for being here, guys. Make sure you're following Carolina. All right, make sure we're doing that. And thank you so very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, love.
Of course. All right. You have a great day. You can drop yourself. I never do the drop thing. It's a lot of work on studio. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you all so very much for being here today, y'all. Thank you so very much for being here. All right. We're about to hit that outro, but first, a few thank yous. Thank you to Lucky You over on the tube for the $5 super chat. Lucky You said anti-American. I don't know if you were calling me that or the guest that, but you know what? I'm going to go with the guest because he was super anti-American. All right. How the fudge do you think that Donald Trump is for the best interests of America? I'll never understand it. So there's that part. Also, guys, thank you so much to, make sure I can say your name. Margarita, thank you so much, Margarita, for the $20 Venmo. Margarita said, thanks for doing what you do. I learned a lot from your stream. Cheers. Thank you so very much, love. I appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Margarita, y'all. Thank you. Also, I don't think I said it, but definitely drop some hearts in the chat for Manda for the 5 and for sending over the Hegseth article about the separation of church and state, which the Trump administration is definitely violating. They don't care about any type of boundaries, right? The day a Trump employee or Donald Trump himself cares about a boundary, it'll be the day that hell freezes over. All right. And it's pretty fucking hot there. So there's that. Also, shout out to Christina. Christina, thank you so much for the 5. Christina said, TLS out here spewing nonsense about Kamala supposedly killing children, yet Trump was just complicit or responsible for killing over 100 people, most of them children. Exactly. Over 100 people. Do we want to talk about the strikes? All right, that hit a school? 165 little girls between the ages of 7 to 12 years old. Gone. And do you know that they're trying to blame it on Iran themselves? Like, this is the kind of sick propaganda that we're dealing with, y'all. This shit is disgusting. All right. What we have here, all right, is manufactured consent, right? If I can convince you that these people are so bad, all right, they want to get you. They're the boogeyman, all right? They're so bad. It doesn't matter what I did to them. It does not matter what I did to them. All right. As long as I convince you that they're bad, all right, whatever I do to them, you're going to be okay with it. That's manufactured consent. All right. They have been doing that shit here in Western society under this structure of white supremacy since 1452, when the Catholic Church, when the Pope Nicholas signed both papal bulls justifying and giving permission to Portugal and Spain and other European countries to enslave African people, Black African people to be exact, for their entire lives, so perpetuity. They have been manufacturing consent since that very fucking moment. With that being said, let's go ahead and hit the music, guys. Let's hit the music. Let's get up on out of here. We're going to go say hi to my friend Hector. All right, my partner in crime right there, Hector Talks with 2 R's. All right, I'm going to go over there and join him, hang out for a bit, might try some new things. We'll see what happens. But guys, tomorrow, don't forget, after 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, be on the lookout for the Fun and Facts show, okay? Be on the lookout for Fun and Facts. It's your weekly news update where we talk about all the news that you may have heard and a lot that you may have missed, and we give our own take on it, all right? Because I'm the fun and he's the facts. Hey, awesome. Happy early birthday to you, your favorite friend. Happy early birthday, love. Drop some hearts in the chat for your favorite friend. All right? So let's play that music and get up out of here. I don't like that. That was too loud. There we go. Okay, can you guys hear the music? I can hear it. Can you hear it? It's good? It's good? Okay, good. All right, with that being said, guys, thank you all so very much for being here today. All right, I can't do this without you. Thank you to everyone who tapped the screen, who shared the live, who sent a comment, all right, who sent a donation, who sent a gift. All right, y'all are fucking awesome. Shout out to my tubers and my twitchers. Thank you all so very much. We are now over 4,800 subscribers over on the tube. We're so close to 5,000, guys. So close. All right, if you know what the goal date is. And my guys, we're so friggin' close. Let's go. All right, if you're not subscribed to me over in the tube, I think you should go ahead and do that. All right, go do some good things over there, please. All right, thank you to everyone who took a moment to visit the EricaEffect.com and made a purchase today. I appreciate you all so very much. All right, with that being said, guys, I leave you with this as I always do. All right, if you can't do something kind for yourselves, please do something kind for someone else. All right, I promise you, it'll make you feel better. All right, I'm gonna go hang out with Hector for a little bit before I have to head off to karate for the kid, and then we're gonna be speaking at the city council meeting again tonight because we got some shit to discuss. We will not have an ICE concentration count in our neighborhood. Absolutely not. With that being said, guys, go say hi to Hector. Go say hi to Hector. I need to see those numbers getting down. Go. Go. Go say hi to Hector. Hector talks. Hector talks. 2 hours. Thank you so much. Tube, I'm going to go ahead and end it for you.